Okay, spin, 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 spin. And it says I'm live.
We're live.
Live.
Hi.
Live.
Now this is your Super Bowl alternative today.
It is. It is.
You can watch the Super Bowl. You can watch us.
If
So
you don't want to watch
yeah,
that football nonsense,
yeah, right.
come and join us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. People. Oh, there's one thing I didn't fix yet.
What'd you fix?
I didn't get my hellos ready.
Oh, okay.
Dang. I have a new one. Here we go. It's got to load.
Okay.
It'll be here in a second.
Hello.
There you go.
I'm getting them all from old Seinfeld episodes.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you recognize that. Hello.
No, I don't. No,
You're not a Seinfeld guy?
I don't watch a whole lot of Seinfeld.
Okay, so this one is like,
Hello.
Oh, that one.
yeah, you don't know who that is?
No.
That's Uncle Leo.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
Uncle
so every
Leo.
time he comes in the door, hello. So I'm watching in the middle of watching Seinfeld, and I hit that episode. And, oh, there's a hello I can use. Actually, there was two hellos in that episode. Give you the other one.
Hello.
I like that one.
Hello.
It's for certain people, you know. Right.
Yeah, it's the same episode. One was Uncle Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Yet that one I just played was Elaine under the influence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So look, wait. Here comes our first joiner,
Okay.
Robert P.
Hey, Robert.
Hello. I have a
How are
question.
you?
Good.
Yes, we're on.
Since we are going to New Jersey in a Toyota, right?
Supposedly, yeah.
Supposedly. Okay. My Toyota out there does not play USB stuff.
You're either missing something or whatever. Mine plays anything. It plays USB.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
It plays through the phone itself. It plays. I guess if you put your thing on your phone on the dash, it'll play through that too. I mean, it does everything you want.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know about this car, but I wanted to try this out in the Toyota. And I'm sorry, it's for charging only. Well, what did that? And then all of a sudden, oh, wait, we're supposed to be taking a Toyota. This may not work.
I've never had the. Hi, Craig. I never had the Camry or whatever it is you have.
Mm-hmm.
But in 2019, you think it would be up to date? I mean, a little bit.
The thumbnail's invisible.
What thumbnail is it?
The one for this show right here.
Oh, I thought it was. What's his name?
Yeah, it is.
Right.
That's why it's invisible.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I wondered if this didn't work in my Toyota, it may not work in your Toyota. So I thought I'd better ask.
Right underneath the dashboard where the radio would be, I guess, there's two connections, a C connection and a USB connection, and that's both to bring in stuff through the radio, or it takes Apple Play, it takes Android Play, it takes, you can send it from your phone too. So
Okay, well, evidently this will work then.
if I had that for 20 minutes ahead of time, I'd just stick it on my phone and play that folder
Mm-hmm.
right through my phone to the content rather than fight.
Oh, Tim.
Hello, gentlemen.
We've got 4 now.
I know.
This
This is heavy.
is.
I'm finishing off a root beer barrel, whatever you call them.
It's okay.
I'm not eating technically.
It's okay.
I just had a root beer barrel.
Mm.
I was chewing on.
The Super Bowl's a day for commercials with an NFL game in between.
Yeah, and they run with this ball.
And
Yeah.
a famous halftime show.
I'm rooting for the Dodgers.
I was going for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah.
Are they playing? No, I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't followed football since I used to be a football guy. I haven't followed football since the pandemic started.
It's hard to get back in.
When they started again, the game sounded exactly the same. So it got me wondering, how fake were they to begin with? If you can play a game with no audience and it sounds exactly the same, then how fake has it been all along? So, I lost my
Mhm.
interest.
I like college football, but pro is just like, you know.
I've been to baseball games. I've been to hockey games in my life from
Yeah, well,
68, but I've
Mhm.
never been to a football game outside of
Mr. Mayo's here.
Let's
Hey,
go.
high school.
Hey.
I went to one and it was cold.
High school
Mhm.
football.
That's
Oh,
my
high school
abiding
football is
memory of
exciting.
it, is it
It
was
is.
cold.
Mhm.
It was October, I think.
Okay.
no, I have to
I went
let
to
you
a
guys
Bills
know that
game in
I'm watching an
November. And
eBay
it was
auction on the side.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Can
What's
we
your
come
eBay auction?
Okay, because this thing, the Who Ultimate Collection,
Mm-hmm.
the first
I had
disc.
that.
Okay, good comp here.
The
My
first
first
disc is
disc
bad.
decided to go insane,
Uh-oh.
and I cleaned it and I cleaned it and I got the Brillo pads and I cleaned it and I cleaned it. I could not get this one to work.
Well, if you don't win, I'll give you mine when I see you. I've got one exact same.
Wow.
Doc, for first releases there was a 3-disc. There was a third disc.
I've got the third disc also.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've got one lined up on eBay for $5.
All right,
There
well,
you
if
go.
lose it, I'll give you.
Mhm.
So
There you go.
My copy of that came with a third disc, but it's an EP. It's got 4 songs on it.
I'd have to go look to see what's on it, but I haven't pulled it since I bought
It came in its own separate cardboard sleeve. It didn't. It isn't. It was shrink wrapped with it, but it's separate.
Right, it's like a little disc.
I just got two.
Yeah, it's got like the U.S. version of Substitute, which is edited and has some of the lyrics changed and stuff like that. It's got 4 rarities on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just added it to my listening device on my hard drive.
Who's Maya Rudolph? Is that one of the reindeers or something?
No, Maya Rudolph is the spokeslady for M&M's.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know. Wow.
Yeah, me neither, but I saw her on the commercial. So.
But anyway, I'm watching eBay to get another one of these.
Okay.
Well,
I'm just looking at all the different pictures, like Doc's one color, yours color, I'm a different color, Tim's a different color, Mail's a different color. It's like every camera is so different. It's amazing.
Cool. Okay. One more thing.
Okay.
This guy.
Ooh.
50th.
I do not have that.
This is excellent.
Great.
Thanks.
Finally we got a Neil Diamond thing that doesn't have live tracks. And it has everything, even some odd tracks that are fun. They're good. And it's in a digipack, which isn't bad because, like it's got the little plastic thingies inside that hold it in. So it's not that bad.
Good.
But I do have a complaint.
Uh-oh.
No.
Yeah, Joe, do you know what it is?
No, I think I listened already. I didn't play mine.
Oh, you didn't play yours yet.
At the store, when I got it at the record store, I played a little.
It's bricked.
Oh, brick walled?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah. So like I'm playing something else, and listening to it. Okay, fine. That one's done. I go to put in Neil. Boom! I had to run across the room and turn it down. I'm like, holy cow! What the heck?
I hate when they do that. And it's not just 5 decibels. It's usually like 20 decibels.
I know they bump the decibels up. I'm going like, holy crap! The whole place is gonna come down or hit the volume down. Like, whoa! I get in the book and go like, what the heck? Oh, it's been remastered. Oh,
of course, everything's going to be remastered now. You're not going to buy anything that's not. But
right.
The problem isn't volume. The problem is that they take all the highs and lows out and just make it, one. That's the problem. It's not the volume that it's actually recorded at. It's the.
Well, yeah. So like a good collection, but it's brick walled. So
in other words, it sucks.
Well, no, not really. I still stand by it, but that's the little nitpick I have. That geez, you got to crank everything down before you destroy the ceiling before it comes down on you.
What is with this lighting?
You're very right.
I don't understand the lighting in here.
Well, thanks to Joe, I was watching one of his things, and it came up with Little River Band greatest hits.
Oh, yeah.
And my wife is like, I haven't heard them in years. So I saw I'll go get the CD. Well, I didn't have it. So guess what?
Yeah.
I had to go get the CD for her to hear that song Lady.
Yeah.
Now I have Little River Band Greatest Hits, which I'll
Yeah,
listen.
I got influenced by that too, and I went like, "Ooh, Little River Band, really?"
There's like 5 songs on it that are good, but I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, no problem, dear. If
Yeah.
that's what you want. Yes,
At
dear.
most.
I might have to pick it up too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I run to my top 40 book, that Billboard thing. It says, how many did they have? 12. It says,
Ooh.
okay, that's enough for a decent
Greatest hits. Yeah. Yeah.
compilation. So
I was
yeah,
surprised.
I'm
that
gonna
we
look up the Little River Band too. Yeah.
hmm
so so you guys are all influencing one way or another, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just want an easy way to listen to mono Beatles. I'll
Get
go
your
buy a
stereo
mono.
and
More
flip the
Beatles?
button down to
Oh.
mono.
Yeah.
How stupid is Apple?
That's what Capitol did, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, it's more a capital problem than an Apple problem, right?
Well, even when I listen to the mono CDs on a stereo system, when I transfer it from the iTunes to my hard drive, I put it to mono again, like to make sure it's only recording with the one channel. When you transfer it to like 300K or FLAC or whatever you do, you tell it it's a mono. So it stays mono and doesn't try to split the channels up.
Of course, I remember my old stereo. It used to have a button, like turn the stereo on, turn the stereo
Yeah,
off.
that's what I said.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
said.
That's like fake though, really. But
Yeah, that's fold down, or you can fold it down manually. I do that sometimes. Just crossing wires, hooking it up, and you can make them on.
I've never played a mono record except for one time, my mono white album, on a stereo cartridge on my turntable. So how does that work?
Gosh, I don't know.
Are they both just playing both channels the same?
Yeah,
I've never studied it.
Well, it actually sounds better. I do the same thing on my turntable. I hook my turntable up mono sometimes. I cross the wires when I'm playing mono, and it actually, I think, sounds better.
All right. I'm just curious because I've only done it once. Once I get a product, I don't care what it is, I'll transfer it to a hard drive in the highest quality I can, 9624 or whatever, and then I'll make a CD of it if I need to, or I'll put the CD away and then make it so I listen to 300K on my listening device, or put it to a hard drive and I listen to it in my stereo in here, So I never take the physical product out usually again until something happens to my media,
Oops. God forbid that.
Even records like my Joni Mitchell I just got, I transferred it from there to 9624 to my hard drive, and then I made a CD from the record, from the vinyl, because I never want to play it again unless I have to. I feel you just damage them if you're going to spend that kind of money.
Every time you play a record, you damage it, really.
Well, what I'm saying is a $28 record, I only wanted to play it once to transfer it. Once I had it transferred at 9624, then I'll do whatever I want with it. Make a CD, listen to it.
Do you clean it really good before you play it?
Well, it's brand new. I just clean it once to make sure it's clean, and then I run it through Audacity or whatever, and then I make a recording. And you can do whatever. What do you call it? 90. Well, I do it in 9624. So not that it helps.
I don't know what those numbers mean.
Well, regular is like 16-bit, and that's 24-bit, and then the 96 instead of 48, or what is it, 48 or 44,000 kilohertz, 96,000 kilohertz. So it's double what your standard CD would be, technically. Not quite double, but you know what I mean. And it's just there to maybe pick up something that the others don't. But you're still taking it from an analog product into vinyl.
As long as it works.
Then you still have to, if you want to make a CD of it, you still have to download it to 4416. So you're still kind of getting it once you want it on a physical media. But overall, and I couldn't tell the difference once I was finished doing it. I put the CD that I bought on, that was supposed to be, and the vinyl CD I made, and ate and beat it. And it wasn't, I'm just that much, So I was like, CD's $12. Record's 28. So is it really for that much? I don't know. Unless you really love it, I guess.
And likely the most knowing audiophile would go like, I don't know the difference.
Well, I don't have a $28,000 system to listen to on it either. So, I'm lucky if my system's, $2,000. So
No, I just got my receiver a few months ago from the Value Village store for $25. Like,
and I have bookshelf speakers that are about 100 watt each, and I listen through that.
Mhm.
They're not terribly great, but they're better than nothing. Not clips.
I have to think about the upstairs neighbors and probably the down ones too. So,
Mhm.
you know, like, turn down that Neil Diamond, yow!
Oh man.
But I think I told Doc and a few other people, but I have been working on this that I told you
Oh.
guys I'm going to do. They're like books instead,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
So
yeah,
be
let's see how they're turning out.
but they're
I forgot how to do this.
like
There
a
it
flop, like a what do you call it? A digipack, but it's
Yeah.
solid like a book. It's hardbound,
Yeah, I think that's cool.
and
Mhm.
it's going to have the
Yeah.
place. I haven't figured it all out yet, but there's a place for the booklet. I might change that. It folds like a real book. It's sturdy like a book. It's never going to break on you or bend on you. And this is a copy. The black ink kept wearing off though, so it was just a fold over to try an experiment. And it wasn't quite lined up right on the printer, but so I have to print it out first like this. And then I have lines on the back that tell me where to glue the cardboards and everything, and then wrap it around. And it wasn't quite lined up, but it's solid. So I'm working on it little by little. This is my first prototype, and it came out okay. And
Nice.
then if it works,
Where do you get the insides?
pardon me?
Where do you get the insides like that? That and the thing that the booklet goes in.
Well, that I just cut out of cardboard and glued it in. And then this is cardboard, special cardboard, thicker. And then the outside is I just use cardstock temporarily because I don't want to use anything expensive while I'm making prototypes. But the final product is going to be a white linen cover, like it's canvas.
Mhm.
And I'm going to sublimate the album cover onto it, almost like a t-shirt transfer, but it's sublimation. So it's a gas transfer. So it's going to be really deep into the fabric and it's going to feel like texture. And the inside is going to be a ribbed linen type paper. And then the booklets are either going to come through the center like normal or in little pockets like this. And then the white album will be this on both sides. And then the pocket will come off the middle where you put the pictures and stuff. And then I'm going to have it embossed beetles. If I can glue the little embossed, really thin beetles I can make with a laser thing underneath the linen and then glue it in so it looks like it's raised. I'm experimenting.
Yeah, it sounds awful cool. Yeah.
It's time consuming. This is a single layer. So it's like the thickness of a small thin book, but it's twice as heavy duty as any digipack you might have gotten,
So do you think you might be able to make one of those that can hold 2 or 3 discs?
Well, yeah, but the third disc, I've seen them where they do is they put it in the middle that comes out in a pocket. You can have one here and one here of this type, but then if you had a third disc, it'd have to go into a pocket. There's no way to put 3 discs in here. I'd put a separate piece of cardboard and you glue it with a Y, like it spreads out, and you glue it in. And then you could put 2 of these glued together, side back to another piece of cardboard. That might work. I mean, I'd have to experiment if I had a 4-disc set. You'd have 1, 2, and then 2 in the center. And then you have to make it wide enough so your spine, like any book, you make it the width you need. You can widen the width. But it's just an experiment. And if it works,
because this thing sucks.
well, I could
This
fit.
is one of the stupidest digipacks ever.
Let me see it.
Base to base.
It's all paper.
Nothing against the material inside. It's the packaging.
Yeah.
It's a trifold, okay?
Oh yeah.
Right.
And the discs are in here.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, I know. So you have to sit there going, how do you
Isn't
get
that
it?
nice?
And you got to try to get your hand in there far enough so you can get the spindle hole. While you're in there trying to get it, oh, look what happens.
It tears.
It rips.
They
Yeah,
actually have. Okay, I understand.
or
That's
paper cut.
Handout.
They should have made it wider.
It's tight. It's in there tight.
Yeah.
And the middle disc or disc 2 is in the middle thing with a thing on both sides. Like it can slide either way.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the heck is that? And the other side is, like you got to get. I'm ruining this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
So if you thought that ABBA one was bad, this one's worse.
Mm-hmm.
So, look, it's trying to escape already. You see that?
Did you make a rant video about that, Doc?
A little bit. Oh,
I
good.
suggest you cut the cover down to jewel case size. Put the cover in your jewel case. Make your own back and stick the CD in that.
well, I'm thinking of getting rid of
And
this and getting
destroy that. Because you can cut the front round.
The trick is the middle disc, which I really don't care about because it's a bunch of odd mixes, dance mixes. You know how that goes. So really, the disc 1 and 3 are the best ones.
Oh, that's what we just said. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that. Trying to get out. He's trying to get out. He's trying to escape. Oh.
Well, let me ask Joe a question if he's got a minute. Astro Zombie said that that's how the Memphis Recording Service Elvis CDs were released. You have those?
I don't know if I have those.
Are they
I don't
little
think-
books like these? Well, see, this is
I mean, I have. What do I have here?
This is what I'm using my template as. This porcupine book.
No, I mean I have this one, which is this thing way down in the jungle room.
Is that it?
And it kind of flips open, but you have the two discs like that.
Well, that's
Okay.
better.
It's not like a thickness of a book, like a hardcover book, though, is it?
No, it's not that sturdy. No,
I've got something in a book, but I can't remember what it is.
lighting is terrible,
Because-
guys.
This is what got me because this is as thick as any hardcover book. This is a porcupine tree one.
Oh,
And
I know.
that is thick as any hardcover you've ever had.
Yeah.
And it's built like a hardcover book. That's what gave me my inspiration. And they've got the booklet
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, I've seen those.
They're hard to get. I mean,
Yeah.
and now they just go standard digipack. This was the first series, and I loved it. And that's what got me interested. There you go.
13th floor elevators. Yeah. There was one of David Gilmour's albums that did the same thing.
Let me
And
see.
this is in a book. This is a hardcover thing.
okay.
They've stuck a
Oh, that's cool.
thing to each side. It's 2 discs that, and then
Oh,
they've attached the book in the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, now see
Let me
that?
see the spine if you don't want. Like hold it
Oh,
side.
and it's hard. It's thick cardboard like you're
Mhm.
using.
Okay. Yeah.
I knew
Hold
I
it
had
sideways
something.
like this, like sideways, so you can see the spine. Like hold it like that. Like this. I want to see the like that. I want to see the bend.
Hello, George.
Turn it 90 degrees, 80 degrees, or whatever. 60. Turn it sideways like mine is. You can see it.
Oh, like it's
Yeah, I
thicker
want.
than you.
Okay, yours is square. Okay, but it's still cool. See, those are
Yeah.
nice. Those are high quality, man.
Yeah, it's thicker because it's got
bigger
2 discs, so it's got 2 of these plastic things in it. That's why it's
Right.
thicker.
But
Yeah.
it still
It's
has
got 2 of
it
those.
still has cardboard at the end. It's not bendable, is it?
No,
it
no,
just
it's thick cardboard. It's probably like an 1/8-inch thick cardboard or something.
Right. That's super cool because I wish they
Yeah.
made those.
Yeah.
Make CDs like that because that would last.
Unfortunately, the disc doesn't sound that great. I mean, they did nice packaging, and the album. I've heard better versions of the album than this
Well,
one.
it just said the
But
Beatles are
nice
one of the biggest
packaging.
groups, and they put digipacks out. The Beatles are one of the biggest groups.
Mhm.
They should have nice
Yeah.
hardcover or
Yeah.
like that is a super cover. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
the album is
I may
great,
have 1 or 2 more, but this is the one that came to mind.
but that is very high quality, and it doesn't cost that much more technically. The only thing you
Yeah.
got to be careful is the staples are from the backside of that in the book.
Staples?
It's a little stapled.
Well, we don't want staples. We'll scratch the CD.
No. It's the booklet stapled from the back where they glue the paper across the whole back. It's stapled from behind, so you got to be real careful. I've had a couple.
Yeah.
That's why I put material behind mine.
There's
Yeah.
the staples.
Yeah, I put material behind mine so it doesn't. Hopefully.
Yeah.
No, that's a great set. See, that's what the White Album
Yeah.
would be like for me. You know,
Mhm.
when I
Yeah.
made my White Album.
Mhm.
So how can 13th floor elevators be able to afford a nice digipack like that?
Well, they didn't. This
Well,
is on
somebody-
Charlie out of the
The
UK.
record company put a lot of money behind that, and
Yeah,
yet
it's a reissue. Yeah.
some of these other ones.
Charlie does nice
Like,
things.
oh, yeah.
Mhm.
That's
I just
Charlie.
want a top quality, and if you're going to get a digipack as opposed to whatever, make it quality for God's sake.
Yeah.
Don't make it
Mhm.
so the
Yeah.
pack goes like this sideways. As soon as you hold it, it starts shifting back and forth.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
it drives me crazy.
That's
Unless-
what this does. Because
I
it's so-
say unless you're selling stuff for a cheap price. Like if you're selling CDs for $10 or less list, then go ahead and put it in whatever
I
you
can
want.
understand, but
Because
when
you know you're getting a budget product.
But you're talking like one of the greatest rock and roll bands.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You know, you're talking something like, you know,
If it's Linda Ronson's greatest hits, okay, do it. You know.
these things. And I don't even hate the packaging. Hang on.
Yes, folks, welcome to Digipack Hatred.
I got some Black Sabbath
Undo with
digipacks that
digipack.
aren't too bad.
Like, I kind of actually like this packaging, but these things are like $5 to $7.
Oh, those, yeah. There's a bunch
But-
of artists that
and
put those out. I hate the packaging.
It's just a little thing that holds your CD, but it holds it
Yeah.
well. It doesn't scratch it. You can get it out of there really easily. There's just a little lip in the bottom. I kind of like
Right.
this packaging, and it's
So you like
really
it.
cheap.
Yeah.
but it doesn't hurt the CD. And
But I think some of that's even thicker than
You know,
the
for
actual digipack.
like $7
Yeah.
or $5, that's
Yeah.
fine. I think, you know.
Oh, I'm a fan of mini LPs or whatever you call them, but I want them a
Mm.
little thicker. That's all.
Well, you know, I got one of those playlist ones. I
Yeah.
didn't like it.
Hello, Paulina.
I didn't like it.
Ask
So
her.
I put it in a regular.
So you
Oh.
fixed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like them. I think it's fine.
I got a couple of them. They were okay. You know.
They do make hubs that you just buy the hub, and it
Yeah.
just sticks. Like
Yeah.
you can buy it
Well,
I have
rubber.
actually,
But I mean,
I have
this
actually
thing
no
isn't
problem
going
with-
anywhere. I mean, you know, it's not
That's
going
put into the
anywhere.
cardboard.
I have
Mhm.
actually no problems with either format. But I remember one time a journalist in Sweden, Swedish television, who tried to make an example of how to.
What the
In the-
going
oh.
on?
Oh, okay.
Light's not working.
He's having a
To get your
problem.
light bulb.
I noticed Joe's haircut 3-4 days ago, but no one ever notices mine. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey guys,
Hey.
I'm attempting to take this. I have a new lamp that I want to put over here and get rid of, throw this out, even though it is a Beatles lamp
You
for my
can't throw
nephew.
that out.
It's many years old, but
Oh, okay.
because I have one that I'm hoping is going to be better. But you have
Mhm.
behind this desk, I have a desk here. Boy, I got dust inches thick all over my pants and shirt here,
Uh-oh.
and I'm trying to. I unplugged it, and I am trying to. You ever do like it's caught on something behind the desk, and I don't know
Yeah.
what. I'm trying to just pull it to get the end, and I can't do it.
I don't. It looked like a comedy routine going
God.
on.
I
Oh,
didn't know
God.
what it was for a minute.
Buy his dumpster and get it out, Doc.
And the desk, the lamp I bought is a cheap old desk lamp, and
Mhm.
I just hope it's going to be better than this.
Yeah.
And well, I think what I'm going to do is shut the camera off just until I set it up, so I can come back
You-
on
you,
and see.
you can get
Okay.
better light bulbs, you know.
Have you shown
Yeah.
this lamp to James?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not just it's not just the light bulb though. It's
Mhm.
something about the little thingy that you turn switch to put it on.
Yeah, that's when
You have to
get
kind of
the-
like it's gotten to the point where it's so old. You don't just click it. You have to like position it between clicks.
You go to
Like, you have to-
Ace-Hard, you
yeah.
go to
For it to
Ace-Hard
stay
where you
on.
buy into
Burn
one
out. Yeah,
replace it.
a new deal.
Costs you
Yeah.
$9.99 max to replace it. Rebuild
Well, yeah,
it.
actually, I can keep the actual shade maybe.
Mhm.
Well, that shouldn't problem.
Where's that noise that you had? That I'm gonna
Oh, the toss ones.
throw it away.
Yeah, the
Anyway,
phone-
don't mind.
Throw it away.
Don't mind me. I'm going to continue on this and come right back.
Okay. Yeah, boing, boing.
Oh, you can fix the lamp for probably $5 or $6 if you buy the little, just rewire it. But
yeah,
he doesn't like to rewire stuff.
Well, wait, I haven't premiered my other sound effect yet.
Okay, what is it?
Right.
Well, you know.
Very good.
I laugh at that every time. Oh, good. I'm the high bidder on the Who. Okay.
Oh boy! So you got the Who.
6 minutes left. Okay.
I'm bidding against you right now.
No.
Two discs.
Yeah, the 2-disc, the Ultimate Collection. Yeah.
I'm
Save
bidding
the shade,
against
put it
them.
on a new lamp.
Piss them off.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
That's a good
Just
idea.
pull the shade off and yeah.
I know. Just go to Goodwill. It's easy.
Mhm.
Yes.
Just watch the little clicky thing. Yeah.
You can buy a lamp for $1. Take a part off.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah,
third
see, he's
disc.
got one.
hey.
Yeah. Mhm.
I've seen that somewhere before.
Yeah, I've got
Well,
that.
yeah, but this is just a cardboard
Oh,
sleeve.
yeah.
There's
Mhm.
only 4 tracks on it, but this is the third disc that came with it when it was originally released.
I took mine out of the jewel case. I've got it back there somewhere.
But yeah,
Well, I'm
That's
afraid the
good.
one that I've just bid on only is the 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's only
Yeah.
$5.
I can
And
give you
actually-
the third.
It's got. I like it because it's got the U.S. version of Substitute, which is
Mhm.
very edited and very different.
Yeah. Now that set, well, I think was reissued as the 50th anniversary, so it's been reissued again already.
Well, yeah, they just keep they change
Oh,
them
yeah.
slightly. There's so
Yeah,
many.
that's like the
Who's
Rolling
greatest
Stones
hits.
too.
It's like the Stones. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
so many Stones
It'll
greatest.
be out in a couple of
So
years
many.
again.
There's one came out last year, I think.
Yeah.
A new one. It was a 3-disc set. The
Mhm,
third
mhm.
disc was live.
Yeah, yeah.
All mostly previously unreleased live stuff, and
Mhm,
then
mhm.
2 other discs.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
the
yeah,
box.
you had the little thing there. Yeah.
There's the 2 CDs,
Mhm.
and then this is the free one that they gave
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but I said I put my book in a separate container because it's so thick, and then I
Yeah.
have these together because I don't like jewel cases, so mine's like this.
Yeah.
I just put this next.
That is my beef with jewel cases. When they give you a nice book and the book is almost too big to fit in the little
Yes,
notches.
Fitness
which
jewel
it
case,
is.
yeah.
The Dave Clark 5's history of the Dave Clark 5
Oh,
is
yeah.
a perfect example of that.
These
I
little plastic
never get
things.
that book out because I'm never going to get it back in.
If you lose, Doc, this will be yours. You can do what you want with it.
Well, I've got a bid in already. We'll see.
I'm just saying, if you
What
lose,
happens?
when I see you on the 30th or whatever,
Mhm. Well,
I probably played this because it's on my stuff, man. I've already got it on 2 hard drives on my phone. I got it everywhere you want. I don't need the physical copy technically.
well, I've already put a bid in, so
I haven't
Yeah.
pulled this out since
it'll
I
be in
bought
your mailbox, maybe.
since
But
I
that
bought
disc is so common though, so you know.
the newest one I bought.
Yeah. Oh, the BBC. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I have that.
I bought that
Mhm.
for at that one store for like $1 when
Mhm.
they had it on sale.
Mhm. That's good. Goodbye.
I know.
There was a Best Buy version of that, which came with an extra disc.
I got
That's
these,
yeah.
but I'm not that happy with all of them. It's okay. I mean, they're big sets of deluxe editions. I've got a lot of those.
I like the stereo version of My Generation that's on there.
That's my favorite cover of theirs. I liked that when I was a kid. You know, that's
Very
why
psychedelic.
you really don't need this album, but I bought it anyways just for the cover. You know. Then you got these. You know, everyone knows this one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Quadrophenia.
They haven't reissued Who Are You, have they?
Who are you?
I don't
They
think
haven't
so.
reissued that one. Okay, I didn't think so.
The Kids Are Us and some other ones I've got.
I
I don't.
mean, I don't know. It's been 6, 7, 8 years ago. They probably did. They reissued almost everything when they put it on vinyl.
Yeah.
But
When they started
I don't
doing
think
these-
it was a deluxe or anything. They just reissued.
These got too expensive. I started doing these, and I didn't want to rebuy everything just because it was more. You know,
Yeah.
like extra outtakes and stuff. So I said, after these, I stopped.
I was waiting to see if Robert was going to pull out that new Who album.
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't have it.
I had it for a while and I listened to it and I took it back.
Mhm.
I thought it was okay. But I got the Target version, and my favorite song on it by far is one of the bonus tracks from the Target version.
There you
By
go.
Now this
far,
is the
best
Japanese Elton John.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Now these are on a very thick book type cardboard.
Let's have a look.
It's really heavy duty cardboard,
Oh, okay.
and it's solid. And then the outside is two really heavy pieces of cardboard, and then you pull the insert stuff out.
And then, oh, okay.
Got the oops, sorry, I apologize. It's got the OB.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some booklets and the Japanese paperwork and
Yeah.
so forth, and the booklet. But it feels like not quite like denim, but you know, like the original. It has a texture,
Mhm.
and it's a really heavy duty. Now these are
Yeah.
fine too if somebody would do them. They're not quite
Yeah.
like a textbook, but they're thick enough to be. It's like maybe 1.5 millimeters thick, but this is heavy duty. But these run between 35 if you're lucky and 75 if you can find them.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought them when they were like 35 to 40. And I bought the entire collection of Elton John up
Yeah, but
to
at least the discs are on a little holder that when you reach in, you don't have to stick your whole hand in.
well, this is it's like a regular album. It's made like an album, you know.
Yeah, I like that idea even better.
It just looks like an album. They're like my minis, but thicker. You know,
Mhm.
I could probably try to make mine thicker, but I'm going with that direction for now.
Trying to escape again. Ooh.
If it doesn't get good enough, then I'll have to switch back to this idea. But
Mhm.
the hardest part is getting paper big enough with a printer. My printer, I may have to get a large format printer because they're printed on paper and they wrap it all the way around like an old slick, you know, and then they glue the middle on. But you have to have something that prints up to 14, 15 inches to do it all the way on this side. Then you wrap it around and you glue the inside in like a slick. And that's how these are made, like the old slicks were.
What do you use to glue the plastics in them?
To those, the one I just did, I used that nano tape. I just put four little pieces of tape in the corner and it sticks like all hell. You can't get it out. There's just four little squares of tape. It's like nano. It's like plastic. It's not plastic. It's like
I was wondering if you used Elmer's glue all or something.
no. It's nano tape. This will stick just about anything. You got to keep it wrapped. See, it's plastic, but it's like sticky, and it's really stretchy. If you were to unpeel the hard cover, this will stretch like rubber.
Wow.
It's very sticky. I mean, it's really half the stuff hanging on the walls over here are stuck up with this.
Oh, order now and get another one free.
Get another one free.
That's nano tape.
Mm-hmm. Nano tape. Did you win it yet, Doc?
Pardon me?
Let's see if Doc won the CD.
Oh, let me have to go
Yeah,
back
the
and look.
Japanese, no, these are fabulous. Especially
Got it?
It looks like I won. It looks like I won.
Yay, you got it. Good.
It
That's a
says
good
we are
CD set.
determining the winner.
Okay. Well,
Otherwise, it's all in green.
ooh,
So
well, that's
I think I won.
right.
well, now you're too bright.
I think I won.
This is even worse.
Yeah.
I can't even look at it.
No, nanotape was invented by Tony Stark. Order now. He'll love you 3000.
It may be a brand name. I don't know. I just know I bought it. And it works well. Don't hang anything really important up though, because if it gets really, really cold or it's on an outside wall, after a while it will go down to the ground. So don't anything too heavy or too valuable. I still use an actual screw or nail.
Jorgen is practicing his Frozen.
No, I'm not here.
Oh, talk about a horror movie. Oh.
Jump scare deluxe.
Yeah.
I saw Joe's new name. It's Dial M for Mayo. Is that it now?
Correct.
Are you settled?
I love it.
Okay.
But I don't love this desk lamp though. How does anybody use these things?
You must talk.
Why is everybody's lighting great? Mine's like a stupid.
Put a towel over it or something, maybe.
I just have my computer monitor. That's the only
I
thing
got the door open.
See, if I put mine all the way up, it's too much.
Yeah, like
Adjustable.
You see
we
these
have
things?
ways of making a talk.
Holy cow.
Yeah, has.
I didn't. Oh yeah, I've seen those.
We
It's
have
like one of the
this
best
and that.
flashlights. I got this for Christmas.
Did it
Somebody
give you
bought
the
it.
information? Yeah.
But
We have ways.
hey,
of-
wait! This lights the room. Hold on a minute. This is what. Hold on. This is what I'm looking. Hey, whoa! That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Okay, proceed.
I know,
Yeah.
he kind of looks like the Statue of Liberty there.
Yeah.
No, I don't understand it. This, guys, this lamp. I mean, it's only like $8 or something. This desk lamp, and it really stinks. Obviously, and I don't know. Trying to get rid of this. Shut this off. All right. Oh,
You got to
wow.
get those ones where they're the circles and they put them off to the side when they're doing films,
I can never get those to work right either.
the YouTubers.
Oh yeah.
Are
I think
you
Snee
dreaming
uses
about
those. I'm not
that
positive.
thing?
Wow, I'm going blind by this thing.
I'm fascinating that actually you can daydream when it's soon almost 11 o'clock in the evening here.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
the only sad part is it's so late
Mhm.
there. I'm
Yeah.
tired.
Oh,
I'd let you know that
Right.
all the peanut butter cookies are gone, Doc.
Oh no, you have to bake some more.
Got to get some more cookies.
2 weeks to get rid of 2 dozen. So that's not.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, it
Mhm.
really is Mayo after dark. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. Well, like I said, this is only a desk lamp. I have the switch for the main lights. Is probably what I should have on.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well,
going to
put
do
the
that.
Vito one back on and then throw a blue colored pillowcase over the top of it. Just make sure it doesn't get too hot.
There you go.
And it'll give you a
And then did the horror films. And yeah.
All right, let's try this different.
Tell a horror story, Joe.
By the way, while I was gone, I thought I wasn't sure, but I thought excuse me, I thought I heard Tom Agnotti was here. Is that true?
No, we're full.
I'm not seeing him
Oh
in
yeah,
the comments.
yeah. There he is.
In the comments?
Or is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't believe I laugh every time. Every time.
Well,
A good one.
Oh boy.
Well, it's so funny. And it does sound like him too.
It is. It does a little bit. Now he'll have to make one. Well,
Funny.
Well, I was thinking about going to the store today, but when I remembered it was Super Bowl day, I said, forget it. I'm not going to fight.
Yeah. Super Bowl, what's that?
Everybody out there trying to get potato chips and wings or whatever.
Yeah.
That's all what's on the good. What are we gonna eat for the Super Bowl? We gotta make taco salad.
Yeah, taco salad and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm having turkey broth.
Yeah. I'm sure the restaurants will be empty. Except if those other places. Yeah.
Sports bars.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who's playing. I just didn't pay
Me
attention.
neither. Kansas City and somebody
Oh
else.
man, I couldn't care less. Oh.
Oh, one of the quarterbacks played at Oklahoma, so
Is it the Pittsburgh Penguins and
Kansas City is one of the teams. And
Seattle Supersonics?
I have the foggiest idea. We'll know when they win.
I got my pocky ready.
Yeah. And they'll be like at 3 o'clock in the morning. And this person won the game, and
I know that impression is hilarious. It really is.
What impression? That's Tom.
Is it?
Well, he's put on a lot of weight,
Who's that?
Tom.
Oh well, when he stands up, it was like you doing your rain dance. A lot of you can't tell when you're sitting down like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I like that. Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh, I love that. It's just I gotta have that soundbite. I gotta have. Oh, I know. Speaking of horror movies, what's that on your thumbnail? A little bit of horror for you.
Well, Ray really did a nice thing with those music things. I thought he did a great job on those. I thought those were good. The music or whatever that was. He ran.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I thought that was done well for the time and effort to put that together.
How can I root for football teams that are far away from me and I have no thoughts or following of them. Like, could care less. You know. And
Amber, shame on you. I didn't tell you that.
What's going on?
My daughter sent me $100 Amazon gift certificate.
Oh, how sweet!
Ooh. So you didn't tell your spouse?
I told her not.
Know her now? Okay.
I know it does honestly sound like Tom and Yachty.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Oh, I can go back and see if I won my thing. Oh, there.
Go back and see if you win.
First page.
Doc.
Wait a
Did
minute,
they outbid you?
Got it. Congratulations.
Great. Is it a U.S. CD? Is it not an import or?
No, I think it's just.
Because I think
You did win it?
you
I
got
did
it.
win.
So that's good.
Does that include
That's
shipping?
Yes.
Great.
So it
That's
will
good.
be in your mailbox after I click on Handy and all that kind of stuff. So like
That's right, I
I'm
forgot.
only getting to replace disc number 1.
Okay.
Every once in a while you get a disc that just will not fit.
Yeah, I know. I've got
Sometimes too. Yeah.
last time I have an extra one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Sinatra and his music, but it's I think disc 1 or disc 2. I can't remember. Disc 2. It's the second disc because
Yeah.
they were supposed to send me 2 and they only sent me 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I wrote them back saying you missed 1, they go, "Oh well," and they gave me money back.
Oh, how
They
sweet.
said, well, you know.
They didn't have the other. They said, "Screw it, we'll just give your money back." So I've got one of these if somebody needs it.
No, it's just like that Top Cat thing I had the one disc went
Yeah.
crazy.
Got a few of those.
You
Yeah.
have any broken ones? You need some more? I bought 25 of these because that's how they came.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I didn't
$8.
know you could buy them.
Okay.
You can glue it to anything and make a CD.
Can make a.
But they do sell just this part. You can buy as a black hub, a clear hub,
Mhm.
or a cork hub if you don't want to screw, and just stick it on anything. They're made for like sticking on your wall if you want. You put CDs as decorations on your wall.
Yeah.
And that's when you can use that funny tape you got to stick them to the wall.
Yeah. That nano tape. would
I'm
be
just
good.
saying, I think they come self sticky, but I thought of that too, where you just stick one in the middle of the cardboard rather than buy a whole piece.
Jorgen, do they sell Pocky in Sweden?
Pocky, is that the kind of candy stuff?
Chocolate
Yes,
dip.
they're like a chocolate stick.
Sticks.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it. On the other hand, I haven't looked that much at it. I didn't know it existed until after 5 minutes ago, so I don't know.
Is that like Nutella with it or no? Is it real chocolate or like Nutella?
Oh, that's your chocolate. Yeah, they
Yeah.
the stick in
Those chocolate
chocolate.
stuff. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Nutella is like hazelnut chocolate.
Jorgen, that's going to be your mission. Go hunt up Pocky.
Yeah. Yeah. And that group Puffy Umiyami used to do Pocky commercials in Japan. So.
And put it in my pocket. No, sorry, pocket.
I didn't realize it either, Astro Zombie. I had no idea what an impression of Tom Agnotti would be. Like,
Yeah.
what? Until I heard it and I went, oh. Yeah.
I don't know him well enough.
Mm.
I don't think you have to. It just came, like, oh, yeah, that's Tom.
Where is it? Where's mine?
Well, you know.
Oh, mine's right here, guys.
Just little beans.
Well, I didn't realize either that until I watched it.
You got to bring these to New Jersey, kids.
Little
Yeah.
As soon as I find mine.
And this guy too. Knew this.
Oh,
Little
Pecan,
peas.
Yeah, uh-oh.
Kingsbury.
Hey, Bam, forever. Yes.
I do like them. I've been listening more and more.
Yeah, the music's okay.
It almost makes me want to get the whole. I think I got 4 of their CDs.
That one's autographed.
The others.
Yeah, it's gonna be my next.
Too.
It's gonna be my next video.
Okay, this guy.
I have none of him.
He's
Oh, no,
autographed
no.
too.
I can't force
How would
myself
you
to
do it,
spend
Jack?
$2.
Okay.
Wow.
The next thing I have to buy is a like a sealant for, like, if you have vinyl, like a beach ball or something with a hole in it,
Mhm.
because the Beatles blow up dolls, the Ringo one, is losing air, right?
Uh-oh.
So I located where the hole was, and it was right on the black hair, which is not bad. So I used black electrical tape and thought I could patch it up that way. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. You have to get some kind of that sealant or something for vinyl.
Usually super glue.
No, I didn't see her. No, I didn't see El King. No. I actually bought this
I was going
online.
to say a drop of super glue if you know exactly where the hole
Yeah,
is.
just real close.
Yeah, I know where it is. Yeah. It's easy to find. But
Do you guys remember that stuff back in the 60s? You would put it on the end of a straw, and it was goofy, and you would blow it, and it would
yeah.
swirls.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that stuff. It was like, and the ball would get bigger, and it was all swirly and colors.
Yeah.
not the ones I have. Not the ones I have. You got to watch when you talk about things like that.
No, okay, different blow up down there, dead wax.
Well, you know.
I just remember
I can swear like it's Tom. I can swear it's Tom.
Yeah.
It does.
Well, who did the impression?
Oh, that Big Mike at my record store. He hangs out my record store.
Okay.
That's a log cabin.
I went in there. He said, "I got an impression of Tom Magnotti."
Maple syrup factory.
And he said it, and I said, I said, I never even I didn't say that doesn't sound like him. Then I started watching like shows with him and stuff. I do a show with him, I do shows with him, and I never noticed it before. Once Mike did it, now I hear him doing it all the time.
I'm not helping any.
No, and he's gonna be very self-conscious about it. And we all say that. I say all the time, but I like the way Mike did it. Well, he does do it like that.
Well, I don't know. I'm finding quite a few good drops.
Yeah, good stuff.
Just watching you people,
I got to put this old lamp back that I'm just trying to, wrench out of here. And I'm going to use the old lamp.
Dave's out there. Where's my hello at? I've got an Bennis.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's that guy that was doing some guy I don't know who it is was doing it. That strange guy. We don't know.
CD Man.
Oh, CD Man.
CD Man. He's having trouble with his channel. Apparently, he doesn't know what to do. Like, I'm making the videos that nobody's watching. I don't know.
Yeah.
What about that little one? The little tiny one, like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the one that. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I was just thinking today. We haven't heard the like that, just straightforward like that in a long time.
I think he's self-conscious of that now.
Might be.
Really?
I'm thinking so. He hasn't done anything like that for a couple months. So I don't think he wants to donate to my sound.
Your sound.
He doesn't. Does he know about it?
Oh, I'm sure he knows about it. Yeah. Well, I'm sure
it's an honor.
Better than terrified.
It's an honor. You have one or two of mine, and I'm honored.
Well, Doc,
Jorgen this week.
Yeah, Jorgen's there.
Yeah, Jorgen's right there.
Is there anything new? I said.
Anything new? Wait a minute, because I have to go on. Not yet. Okay.
Wait a minute.
I came on a little quickie because I'm going up early tomorrow, but I can show what I got before I
sign out. Well, I have to go though, so go ahead, guys.
Bye, Jeff.
All right. Well, goodbye then.
Yeah.
See ya, Jeff.
See you later. Happy Valentine's Day. Don't forget.
Okay, go.
A ballad compilation. Toto is never wrong. It's very relaxing.
If I ever see a Toto's Greatest Hits, I'm going to grab that one too.
Yeah, I have one more Toto.
Mine went blank. Give me a Toto song.
Toto.
Africa.
Okay, that's enough.
I seen the rain down in Africa.
You like to say, I heard what you were singing. How does the melody goes? Count Basie this time, the 60s.
Didn't he do it good the first time?
Yeah, exactly.
So we got it. I'll do it this time.
This is a compilation with early jazz. You can see very early.
Jones's Sock 4.
Lady.
This is definitely bands I never heard of, but it's early jazz I was trying to get into. So it was very nice to buy for $1, and it was a split cover, but with some glue and a nice plastic cover. It's like new again.
Okay. See, look, Dave got George Harrison's concert for Bangladesh in the Goodwill today. How about that?
That's amazing.
This was more or less a blind buy, but of course I listened on YouTube first before I even bought it. But this is World at a Glance. I know very little of them, but it is some kind of a new wave rock band. This album is from 1988. If I understand, they released only this album. And I have a whole bunch of vinyls. Charlie Parker.
What that?
This is jazz pianist Rune Överman and his trio. And Rune Överman is the father of Roxette's producer, Clarence Överman.
That's Old Spice. Boy, does that stink.
Yeah, he is. It is created by the Spice Girls' grandmother.
Yeah.
This is a Swedish group that I'm a gigantic fan of, called Eldkvarn.
Oh my God, sex.
Sex in Sweden means two things: either the one that we all think of, or sex in Swedish also is the Swedish version of the figure 6.
Well, you know what they say, sex sells.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
But this is not on any of their albums, so a little obscure single by them I'm very happy to find.
Oh, wait, put that back up. Let me see that B-side again. Ilokvarn Mittlet Valte. What is that?
Mitt i ett våld, in the middle of violence.
Holy cow. See, we're learning here, people. Yeah. Exactly.
Some house.
Put your hands together by D-Mob. Means for Uncle Kankel.
For those who wants to know, Onkel Konkel is a Swedish kind of a porn music, the nasty words and then.
But that's not the same as Kali Anka.
No, a whole lot more adult. We have Stephen Dante, as an 80s soul singer, and if you want to know what genre it is, it says on the sticker, "Warning: this is soul."
Ooh. So don't buy it if you're expecting
something else.
You're expecting bluegrass.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't buy it.
I love
he
that.
He looks like a bluegrass guy.
Elton John, your song. And from what I understand, this release was worth. Yeah, I know that, Christopher. Elton, what I understand, this is a release that actually is worth a couple of dollars.
Whoa, hey, there's nothing on the back. They couldn't afford it.
It's called the Ringwear.
Well, got ringwear, but no pictures.
This is Sandy Shaw, Puppet on a String, 60s pop classic from Britain.
Yeah, it used to belong to June A.
I have the album Puppet on a String.
Yeah. Expose, 80s American disco pop.
Wow.
Really great one. And finally,
I don't have my son. There we go.
CCS, Alexis Corner and his studio group.
No, it's a misprint. Shouldn't there be an R on the end?
Never. This is a kind of a blues rock jazz that is actually really good. They made a great version of Led Zeppelin's Whole Lotta Love. In my opinion, better than the original, but that doesn't say anything yet. Up Turns on the Water. Really, really great 70s, early 70s jazz rock. So,
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay, thank you. Welcome to JorgenS Jazz Corner. Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Alexis Corner did an interesting version of "Get Off My Cloud" in the mid '70s with Keith Richards on vocals. It's an interesting version. It's really mellow. I like it.
With that, I'm signing out because I'm getting up early tomorrow. So
Well, don't
everybody's leaving early
celebrate
tonight.
too much with the Super Bowl.
All these closet football fans that just don't want anybody.
I just had to go yell at my daughter.
I actually have a job right now, so I'm going up early to do the job tomorrow. So take care. Good night.
Good night. Goodbye, Jorgen.
Night, Jorgen.
Yeah.
That exposes
Yeah.
Want to see my most interesting find of the week? I only have one that's interesting. I bought a whole bunch of common 45s. I won't show those, but check this out.
Oh. What's it say? 30 minutes?
13 30-minute videos of Bob Ross painting lakes. This is all lakes.
Did you know there's a new movie coming out on his life?
3 discs of Bob Ross painting lakes.
Well, you're going to have to take up painting when you retire, Tim.
It was only $1, so I couldn't leave it there for $1.
Well, that is a good prop, though. That's
it.
Great. That's great.
Great find.
He will calm you down if you're stressed today. Just put one of those videos on and.
Oh yeah, no, he's the original ASMR guy.
But
what's
I used to watch it.
Something's going on with
I love Bob Ross.
That is a bargoon. What are we looking at now?
He's busy working on something new. I know. Woo, Bob Ross. That's a bargoon.
Good old Bob Ross. I picked up a bunch of common 45s. No big deal. For 49 cents a piece. Still angry about that.
Oh, she should forget who is.
Well, most people that live in other neighborhoods would welcome 49 cents.
Oh yeah, yeah, but I don't like paying 49 cents for like Elton John singles. You know, they should be 29 cents.
The place I buy my stuff from, they used to have all under the tables, and Doc's been there. They have all these hundreds and hundreds of CDs for like 50 cents and $1 under the tables.
Mm-hmm.
But some guy came from California and bought them all out from the guy, and now they moved them all down there where they're going to sell them for 3 times as much in California. And now when I go to the store, I say, where'd all the bargain stuff go? All they got left is the dollar records, and there's no more dollar CDs, 50-cent CDs. They're all been wiped out. They took like 3,000 of them. They just took them. I'm like, man, they didn't have a chance to get to them all.
Yeah, I just looked up who's playing Bob Ross because I couldn't remember his name. It's Owen Wilson as Bob
Oh
Ross.
my gosh.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's coming to a theater near you, and you may be paying extra for the seats. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But
Yeah, it's ridiculous too. Pay
Owen
more.
Wilson as Bob Ross.
They're trying to nickel and dime everything they can now. It's seats you're sitting in, the overhead bins on an airplane. Now you got to charge for. It's ridiculous.
So what are they going to have a couple people inside the theater now that they have to pay to make sure you're sitting in the right place? I don't. That they're not. They're going to wind up losing money for that. I don't.
It just makes you angry.
More expensive to make sure people are sitting in the right place than to just charge one.
They're trying to nickel and dime. Just add 10 cents more, 20, 50 cents more to the seat price and just call it even. I mean,
I know.
And what is it? The people sitting right up front that want to be, or the people in back? What do they call it?
Actually, the seats up front are the most expensive, I heard.
Hello.
But why?
So you're gonna
No, they can't be.
Who the hell wants
to sit like this? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
exactly.
Oh, you know.
I'd say the fifth row back is probably better, or fourth row back. But
I've seen that
the
Seinfeld
censorship
where
is
Elaine
possible.
picks all her buttons off. I've seen that. You don't want to sit up there.
It's a, boycott AMC.
like I said, every time they,
I don't have AMC anyway, so
Hey, I gotta go. I gotta go wherever I can once a year that I go to a new movie.
Once a year. I know that the next Terrifier 3.
well, I've told you guys I haven't been to a movie in I don't know how long. 15
Oh, the last
years,
one you
maybe
saw
longer.
was something called Wings, right?
No, it wasn't quite that long ago. It was no, God, V for Vendetta is the last movie I saw in a theater.
That's a great movie.
I think that yesterday one with the Indian guy. What was
Yeah.
that one? That's the last one I went to. Might be
Yeah,
2
yeah,
years
but
ago.
even
The last one I saw in the
It's
theater was
before COVID.
Elvis.
that's
I
before
would
Elvis
have seen
was the
that,
last
but it
one I
didn't
saw.
come here. Nothing good comes here. That's one of the reasons.
Oh,
I
I
have
don't know where you live, Tim.
one theater with 3 screens, and that's it. And they get Spider-Man and they get whatever, that sort of thing, and that's it. So if a movie does come out, I want to see it. Doesn't play here.
Well,
someone's at my front door.
Uh,
Oh, that's the wife's home. My wife's home.
hello, Mrs. P.
She's not in there yet. That tells me when someone's at my door because I have a Ring camera. And as soon as you go by it, it makes a noise.
Oh, so against the Porch Pirates. They're
Oh,
not
I
going
see
to
Jeff
steal my
left early.
Hulu CD.
Oh yeah, if I'm on vacation or something, I hear it go up. I check right away and see who it is and start screaming.
Hmm. It
Tell 'em-
might be it might be
Dog.
Tom Agnetti.
I just get on and go, release the dogs, and they run.
Release the hounds.
I can't even remember the last movie I went to see, but I know it has to have been like
I'll mute.
2019 or something. Because they had the theaters closed for two years.
I remember one of the last ones. Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris.
Ah.
Oh yeah, you were dragged to see that one.
Yeah, once in a while you got to do that,
And the one theater here didn't reopen. Big 12-screen cinema. COVID killed it.
Yeah, mine wasn't supposed to reopen. We weren't supposed to even have a theater anymore, but apparently it reopened. I don't know.
But they're doing something to it. The last time I drove by, they've got a big hole cut in the side of it. So they're doing something to it. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe they're going to turn it into a gym or something.
Hey, when I was fixing my lamp, I found a lottery ticket from 2019.
Whoa!
It's from 2019.
Up.
Too late.
Oh, yeah.
April 9th, 2019.
Wouldn't it kill you if they were the winning numbers and you never had it?
Yeah, I wonder.
And it's too late.
Jackpot was 120 million.
Oh, that's pittance.
I've had a lot of things down there that I've been looking for. I didn't know where it happened to them. It's amazing under the desk,
Imagine it was a winning ticket.
Yeah,
that's what we said. Yeah.
Man, that would be
Just
cool.
imagine being a 14-year-old sitting alone in a theater watching Forrest Gump. Ooh.
I watched Forrest Gump in the theater by myself.
When I was a kid,
Hi there,
Hello.
They would drop me and my brother off when we were like 8 to go to the theater.
Wow.
How was it today?
Oh, they made this spinach army.
They didn't have Tim. They didn't have you to go see Terrifier, did they?
Terrifier.
No.
Oh yeah.
No. I think maybe the first movie I ever saw alone. I remember going to see Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs when I was maybe 6
I
or
was gonna
something.
say
But my
Dumbo.
mom went. It was
That was from
one
1935.
of the re-releases. No, it was a re-release sometime in the late 50s of Snow White and the Seven. But the first one I remember going to, they dropped us off was, I think it was Herbie Rides Again. I think it was one of the Herbie movies.
The one with Lindsay Lohan?
No.
Not those.
My
I don't think it was the first Herbie movie. I think it was the second.
a drive-in theater, and my grandfather took his van and had 8 kids in the back. We opened the back doors of the van, and it was for The Sound of Music, like their second release around '68. We saw.
Oh boy, I would stay home for that.
Well, that was back in
Paulina.
Hello.
my first
Hello,
movie on
Paulina.
film, Piranha.
Oh, Paulina.
What's that say? Boats and
Boats and Hose.
boats and hose.
My step gave me this shirt. It's from that movie Step Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That was a terrible movie.
The only funny scene in that movie was when they made the bunk beds.
It's sort of an inside joke because when she's born on New Year's Eve, and so we went out to dinner for her on New Year's Eve when they're living in Arcadia, California, and the place that we went to was called the Derby, and that's where they filmed that scene in the movie where they're all gathering around for dinner, and then they're doing their presentation for Boats and Hose.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I should go get the stupidest movie I've ever bought. Hang on.
There's a lot of contenders for that.
Oh yeah.
Where is it?
What I said is one of the first movies I went on my own was Piranha, if you remember that.
Oh yeah.
Where I snuck into the drive-in myself with a buddy. We just snuck in.
I know the first one I ever went to on my own and bought a ticket. I saw Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the one with Donald Sutherland. That's the one I went to myself.
I saw this for $1 and I had to have it no matter what. Okay.
Okay.
Little Abner.
Little Abner. Wow.
Yeah, that from what I remember, I did watch it once.
It was on DVD. I just get out of here. I gotta have that. That's stupid enough to own.
Okay.
But I mean, like, it's got way over here. Julie Newmar.
Oh, I'll see it just for that.
Oh yeah. Already.
And what's her name? Crap. Played Witchy Poo.
Oh, I remember Witchy Poo, but I don't know who it was.
Oh, what's her name here? Billy something. Why can't I see it on? Yeah. Well, anyway, Billy Hayes.
Okay.
I'm sort of like, you got Billy Hayes pre-Witchy Poo and Julie Newmar pre-Catwoman. Lil Abner. I said, for $1, I gotta buy this. It's gotta be stupid, and it is. But
sure.
Didn't they redo one of those too in the 80s or 90s? Somebody? I remember that being redone. One of those.
I don't know. I gotta say, Doc, I was thinking of you just before I came on here. I had the TV on, and what do you think? I just happened to turn on Gilligan's Island, which I've never, even though I love old TV and stuff, I don't really like that show much. So, but it was the intro, it was the beginning, like they have the pre-credits moment, and then what happens? They go to the theme song, and I gotta tell you, that's the greatest theme song of any television show ever. I love that. Every time I hear it, it's like a little ditty that I can't get out of my head. It's perfect.
It's a story song.
Yeah, it's a good story.
Yeah, especially the first season, because after the first season, they just played an instrumental on the closing credits. But the first season had the second part of the song, which
I'd
have to go back.
Is it only the first season that does that?
Yeah.
And
after they changed the theme song, they re-recorded it to include the Professor and Marianne. They dropped the second part of
I see.
Now This Is a Tale of Our Castaways. I think they did anyway. I could be wrong, but my memory.
I think I remember it always being at the end.
Yeah, This Is a Tale. That's at the end of all 3 seasons.
Is it?
Yeah.
But
You're talking about the beginning says and the rest.
Yeah, I know that's different.
Yeah, this first season. Yeah. But did you ever hear the original Gilligan theme song?
No. You can
It's
play
like
it for us.
flavor. Like the boat she capsized. What is the problem? They're in a storm. What the?
I think I do remember that.
But the one thing that I do know is that it's a different group that re-recorded the song. So I don't know if the end it got re-recorded too
Yeah,
or
it
not.
sounds
They
different.
sound
Yeah,
the same, but it's
Huh.
a different group. The first
To me,
group
I like
was
the
the
second version better.
Wellington, and the second version is somebody else.
Hey,
How many
Trey.
seasons were there?
3.
3.
Yeah, the one I watched, I checked. It was season 3. It was, just the way
Well,
I
the
like
first
it.
season's in black and white, so it's pretty easy to tell.
I'm just,
Yeah.
I think I have this queued up. Are you ready? It's the very first theme song. Let's see if this is right. Yep. Crank her up.
I don't
We're
hear
not
anything.
hearing anything, Doc.
You
I
just
can't hear Doc.
You look like Art the Clown from Terrifier.
But I like to dance.
It's a terrible theme song. It's like done like Mexicans or something. What the heck?
Yeah,
Is
we're not
it?
hearing
I
it.
didn't
Is it
say
on
anything.
YouTube?
Uh,
Are you playing it from YouTube?
Yes.
Put the link in the private chat. I'll do it because I can do it.
And I want to hear the third season song too. Not the one from those TV theme song records that are not the real ones. I want to hear.
Oh, that's horrible. Ugh.
I want to hear the ones
The
right
TV
from
theme
the.
song record is pretty good on Gilligan's Island. They brought
Yeah,
the
just put it in the
original
private chat
guys
and
in
I'll
to
play it.
redo it. And
Oh,
it's
they did?
pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good.
Oh wow! Look at the size of that. That ain't
What?
right. I'm looking at the Earl or whatever, and it's like
URL.
long. I'm going like, screw that. Jeez. Who watched the Puppy Bowl?
Oh yeah, that's where all the puppies get in the football thing, and they're all running around. The
I
puppies
didn't
and
watch
commentary.
Puppy
It's cute. I've seen that once before. Well, last night, Joe, I was watching Pluto TV. I was watching a 2-part Happy Days, where they had the Candy Man and the tall guy and the little short guy, and they had counterfeit money in the coffin, and Fonzie's garage blew up, and then they had to pretend Fonzie was dead. Oh, it was the funniest funeral I've ever seen.
But what was that, like season 23 or something? I mean,
They had Fonzie's boots and the owl and
Happy Days. They're in the 80s now.
and then Arnold came in and they're all crying. And then Laverne and Shirley come, Squiggy and everybody. It was hilarious.
I don't remember that.
And he played the widow Fonzarelli.
Oh, I remember hearing the Widow Fonzarelli. I remember hearing that.
Yeah, that was in that episode. And then that officer that always wanted to go after him, when he was shaking hands, he was squeezing. He almost broke the cop's hand. I was laughing so hard. Hey, Penny Lane.
Penny Lane. Did you ever see the one when Potsy's taking a test? It's like 1988 or something. I don't know. And they try to make him look like a kid with that sweater or something. And he's like 1980s or something. And then he has to sing a song called "Pump Your Blood." And Anson Williams is singing a song.
That's the episode I saw last night too. I saw that one last night.
Pump your blood.
And they're all dancing around the room.
The aorta goes into the ventricle and veins, and all this stuff. He's trying to remember for the test. He's trying to remember like everything he's singing while he's writing it. Oh God, help me!
Then they had one where that French guy from France, the fencing guy, came and he was fencing with Fonzie. Remember that one?
No.
Or the one where they had to go to the army recruit office. Oh, that one. Oh God, Fonzie was hilarious in that one with the recruiting guy.
These sound like later episodes that I'm not that familiar with.
No, I gave up on that show pretty quickly, actually.
There's the link to the first Gilligan thing, but the sound on it is so low you can't barely hear it.
Can you play the third season somehow, or
well, I can try.
You don't want to,
The
maybe?
third are the same. It's
Second
just
and
the
third.
first that's different.
Okay, I think I can play this. Let me.
I hope you don't get flagged, Doc.
Yes, season 2 and 3 are the same.
All right,
Yeah.
let me share the screen. I'll see if I can play this for us. Maybe it'll be better sound.
Is that you singing in the shower, James? You're gonna play?
No, it's the link he put there.
Oh,
Hold on, let me share it.
I know you don't want the one with Tom Bosley singing. That's Screw. Okay.
Okay, are we
geez,
ready?
Really?
Okay, there it is.
Okay.
Were they really going to use that?
Oh my
Maybe.
God.
Well, that was in the pilot.
Yeah, I
That
think
was
they
like the
just did that
Frito
for a
Bandito. It sounded like.
pilot.
Yeah. Oops.
Put
I hit
on.
the wrong
Can
one.
somebody do that with the season 2 or 3 intro?
Bye, James.
Well, James, what happened to James?
I just wanted to get rid of the thing and took him off completely. So sorry, James.
What happened?
Well, he was the one who put the thing up, and I went to kill the Gilligan thing, and it killed him as well.
Oh, I thought that maybe they were using the song.
No. Well,
yeah, they punished James for using the song. They knew who did it.
James, get the second and
James
third
is
season.
dead now. U2 is done away with James. That's the punishment now.
Okay.
Very different thing.
Yeah, I'm working on it, James. I'm slow. Paste. There we go. Yeah, I know exactly. It's very different. Can you imagine trying to sing that today? It's like forget it. Like
Trish, I think that was Jesus Elefante. It wasn't Harry.
I watched about a week ago. They had the first pilot of Dick Van Dyke on. That was interesting. Completely different characters.
Oh yeah. Well, that pilot has a different professor and 2 different girls.
Right.
And you could see them in the background, like they're skipping to get on the 2 secretaries get on the boat.
I don't know. The blonde one looked.
Yeah, I've seen the pilot. It's been a while, but I have seen the pilot.
Is anybody going to watch All in the Family tonight on MeTV?
I don't have MeTV.
Oh, don't all jump at once.
I have MeTV, but it's like 30 commercials. I'm not going to.
Apparently, they're doing 2-hour block every Sunday night, and it looks like
Trish, I'm
they
alive.
haven't cut them. Yeah, they're leaving them intact.
Hey.
I've got those whole series on DVD or whatever.
Oh, me too.
So
I don't know what it is that sometimes though when they're on regular TV, it's like I want to watch them. I don't know why.
Well, it gives you time to get up and get food or go to the bathroom, I guess. I don't know. Those 27 commercials about Fort Leger or whatever.
More fun to watch.
Yeah, Fort Lejeune. Do you drink the water there?
I mean, just every
Camp
5
Lejeune.
seconds.
But what I like about Pluto TV, there's not a lot of ads.
What
it
TV?
goes by quickly.
Oh, Hulu?
No. Pluto TV. Pluto.
Oh.
Like Pluto.
I don't have Mickey Mouse and Goofy too.
No.
I've been
Okay,
stealing
these 2
Netflix
movies
from
I'm
my
about to show you, I think
daughter, but
Paulina's going to
changing
love.
the rules.
Oh, what is that?
Get on the scene like a sex machine. Chadwick Boseman. Get on up the story about James Brown.
Oh, look, there's John Eaton. Hello.
Is that the real John Eaton?
I don't know.
If that's John Eaton, you got to contact me about doing a Fab Gab episode.
And then this one is another fantastic movie too. Jersey Boys, about the 4 seasons, directed by Clint Eastwood.
I've never seen that.
That's a good movie.
I didn't like it.
Really?
All right, you can bring me down.
Oh.
Hey, Aunt Mimi.
No, Jersey Boys just seemed like a school play put on film. I didn't like
It's well done. If it's Clint Eastwood at the helm, you know it's going to be freaking good.
Well, let me see. Is this the real John Heaton? Been watching a lot of Yoko, beginning to think John is.
Well,
does that sound like something John Heaton would say?
And I have to say that the story was great. They could have done better with the songs.
Yeah,
that's where it falls short on is the songs, but everything else, the whole storyline and everything was.
Is it because they couldn't get the rights for the proper songs, or what?
Yeah, you got it. Yes.
I don't think it was like a rights issue. I think that the people that they got to reproduce the songs were lousy.
Oh, is that the live play?
Okay.
Yeah.
They tried to fake high falsetto. I can't even do it.
They didn't do any Wonder Who songs on this.
Hey, look who it is. They ran out of bullets.
Ah. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. Martin, you're going to be a cool guy. You're going to be all right. Are you going to be doing, if it's you, are you going to do all these stupid things all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep me informed because somebody said that, somebody asked me, Mayo, were you on this or that? I said, no, I wasn't. So, I mean, first of all, YouTube should not be able, it shouldn't be capable of doing that. YouTube should not allow that.
Yeah.
Identical accounts. That is bullshit, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a fan of Twitch, but I do like Twitch's procedures for getting a Twitch channel. You have to basically show ID, and you get one channel, and that's it. That's better.
Because I hear that happen anymore, Martin, and we're done. Okay,
Pretend to be anybody
so you
else.
know.
If they take you down, you're down forever. You cannot come back, which is a policy I wish YouTube could fall through, because especially there's like a lot of people with channels that shouldn't be having channels in the first place.
Not
Yeah, and I know
Well,
who
that's a
you're
tough
talking
rabbit
about.
hole to go down. I know what you mean, though.
I'm not going to say their name, but I know who you mean.
Freedom for all, and then you don't have to watch, I guess.
Yeah. Can anyone decipher the 5 squares?
It's laughing faces.
Ha ha ha.
No.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
No.
It's hard to keep up with the comments.
imposter.
And so fast and furious.
Yeah.
That's because you're here, Robert.
I'll leave. If that's what you mean. I don't know.
No, I mean that's why the questions are. Boy, you try to be complimentary, even. No, I'm saying that's because all the questions are here. Is what for you? That's what.
Oh, I was being facetious. There's only like 20 new ones in the last 15 minutes.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Well, there's a big baseball game or something today. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard of some rumor.
Hey, let me ask you, folks, anybody who follows football, let me ask you, when this atrocity is finished today, is that the end of it for next winter? Are we done with football?
Oh, no.
Are we going to be hearing about, who won and what did you think? And we're going to get through it. I won money. I didn't win any money. I lost money. And then after that, are we done? How about on Tuesday? Are we done Tuesday?
I think so. And I don't know when the Pro Bowl is anymore. If it was already happened, or sometimes it's a week or two after.
No, Pro Bowl is coming up after Super Bowl.
Okay.
And then we
It
got to have.
doesn't bother me because I don't turn it on. I like football now and then, but my son-in-law kind of drove me away from it because every time I went there, he had ball game after ball game after ball game after ball. You get the state games and then the college games, and then you get all these other things. Just constant football, and you wake up in the morning, there's a football game on.
I got convinced it's fake. So
Exactly.
That's another thing I hate about February. Then the Super Bowl.
I like
February's
hockey
the worst
better.
month.
There's more blood.
Where is George?
Out of my friends.
I don't know where George is. Maybe
That's
I
my
need to
oldest
think
and
of
my
it.
best. Okay.
Is he on milk cartons somewhere?
Oh wow.
Or post office billboards? Missing George Sesford. Where is?
I don't know. Maybe
He's
no longer with us.
Trying to get it to come in. That's my wife's high school picture. She still looks the same.
Oh, I thought she was on trading cards.
No, I'm just trying to. If you came in here, she looks almost identical still.
Wow.
Wow.
1979 or 80.
The Skipper 2.
Or I look completely different. She stayed pretty, and I just got old. That's okay.
I actually do remember that Gilligan's Island song, the one we just played. I recognized it. I said, I've heard this before.
I think it's on the DVD set.
I have the DVD series, so I've heard it once when I watched the pilot.
It's probably on there.
Well, Zombie, a lot of trolls have multiple accounts. I don't know how they make them, but
Yeah, it shouldn't be able to be done. There should be a thing where it's got to be at least one letter different, or something different, or you can't use the same symbol, Team
I
Avatar. There
don't know
got
how
to be
to
something.
change your name here. You
I
guys all
just think
change
you
your names.
want
and
to
I don't know
count.
how to do that. Like it says Angel plus plus. Is that like a double negative? What is that?
Um,
Angel plus plus?
well, if you, I made a sign of it, and it basically has like a plus sign in the middle of it,
Oh.
but it's supposed to be Angel Plus, you know. Yeah.
I'm all for it. I just kind of thought that was if you have a two positives equals a negative. I wasn't quite sure.
I don't know.
Not a mathematician, but
I asked this question on my stream today, and I'm going to ask you guys too, and the peanut gallery. Well,
Boxers.
I know Aunt Mimi already knows this, but what do you guys think of pineapple on pizza? Do you think that's gross?
Oh, I like it.
You got to have ham and pineapple is what I like.
Yeah,
I
you
like
got to put a
Hawaiian
combination.
With a little tiny bit of barbecue, the right type of barbecue.
What is
I'm with you,
doing?
Robert. I'm with you. That's what I used to do. But Domino's way back when.
But I get a pizza once every 6 months, so I can't do that. They're just too. I mean, I don't know. Something
And
about
while it sounds gross to some people, but like if you didn't know it, if you didn't know what was on it, you just tasted it. It would just taste a little sweet to you. You wouldn't even know what it is.
I like
it was a little sweet.
I like it a lot.
anchovies sound gross to me because I didn't grow up with that.
Yeah, I like them, but I can only do a
gross.
slice or so. It's too much after a while. But the thing
You're
about
so
that
salty.
is, I was noticing, at least for my pizza places, they don't offer anchovies anymore.
But aren't they very salty?
Wow.
I've never had it, but it just sounds good.
Yeah, it's very salty.
But I like sardines
what?
still. I eat sardines
Yeah.
out of the can, and crackers. So
Yeah. You know what I think about anchovies?
what? Nothing. Black.
Well, I got to tell you, Doc. Well,
Anchovies. I don't put fish on my pizza. No. Get out of here.
We don't have too many choices here, but I like the Jets area. I don't know if you have that pizza in your area, but I don't mind Jets pizza when I do get it once every 6 months. But the Little Caesars we have here, that's like
Cardboard.
it's cheap
New York
cardboard.
pizza, New York pizza, the best.
That'd be. I actually went to Chicago and it wasn't as good as what they claimed. I've got better Chicago pizza here in Detroit than I did in Chicago.
I was moving along with the Gilligan's Island song. It was kind of getting buried.
He's doing an impression of Art the Clown from Terrifier.
Well, today when AGK was on my channel, he went out with these people last night for dinner and then to a concert. I forget what the concert was. I think it was Scorpions. I'm not sure. And they went to this restaurant. This woman, she lives in a mansion, but her husband doesn't do anything with her. She goes out on her own. She paid $350 for a bottle of frickin' wine. Can you believe that?
No way I would pay that for a bottle.
And she paid the whole bill. It was an expensive restaurant, and she had beluga caviar, and my friend AGK, he took a $40 hamburger, but he said it was really decent. $40
hamburger worth
$350.
Prices are insane. Do you know how much this haircut cost? Take a guess.
15
bucks.
$20? I don't know.
$35.
What?
Plus, I give the guy $5 more.
Oh.
$40.
Well, and that the pricing in Canada is different from pricing in America.
Yes.
Well, for me, when I go for a haircut, I pay $20.
Mike, Paulina.
Yeah, but mine costs 15, and then I give the guy an
Can't hear
extra
you.
5, so it's 20.
No?
Now I hear you.
Now I hear
That's
you.
weird. You go off and on.
It was just slightly delayed, Paulina.
I was going to say that the pricing in Canada is different from America. So $40 for James is possibly what, 20 for us?
No, I pay $20 for my haircuts.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. There's a whole joke. If you ever saw the movie with Steve Martin, The Lonely Guy, there's a guy that bald. What's Charles Grodin says? You should charge it by a guy. How much, not by how much hair you got. But that's what this guy does. Because I got a lot of hair. When I go in there, he's got to work. You know what I mean? So that's what I think it is. But the thing is, I only go do I go twice a year maybe? Every 6 months maybe, something like that. So as a result, it's all right.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot to me, but what do I know?
It is. Oh yeah, it is. I'm
My
trying to
last haircut
rationalize
was
it in my
19
mind.
I think 1990 was my last haircut.
Jeff is gone
I
celebrating.
don't mean to laugh.
Valentine's Day
I
with
didn't
the
get
gift
that until I put. I'm thinking it was a slow reaction because you didn't get. You've been. I'm saying why was it 1990? I'm thinking.
What happened?
I do this myself. Just put it on a 1/4 inch and go.
Oh, that's nice.
Once every 2 months. That's all I do. And then the hard part's trimming them back. I got to use a mirror and a razor. You know.
Yeah.
Like
I cut
like
my own when I cut it, which isn't
Oh
very
yeah, you got a
often,
lot of hair too.
obviously.
My friend Anthony, he goes every 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I mean, the guy, I've known him for like 20 years or whatever it is, and the guy's got the same hair. It's been the same
Wow.
length constantly. He's obsessed with. Yeah, you'll catch him saying to me every once in a while, "You need a haircut, huh?"
I
It's like,
am a cheapskate. I have to do everything myself. If I can do it myself, I will do it. Fix my car, paint, carpeting, tile, making my own Beatles, whatever. I just can't pay anyone unless I have to. I just never wanted to pay for stuff I could think I could do for myself. I've been under many a car, and it's not fun, but I do it.
I'm trying to go every second month. So
I'm hoping to go Tuesday for a haircut. It's getting so long in the back. I'm like,
Mine's getting long. Look, I gotta.
yeah. Oh, Jay,
yeah.
look at that. You look like a hippie.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys' hair is really long.
Well, Tim's hair grows pretty quick, I think. From one scene, you cut it, and the next thing I know, it's just as long. 3 weeks from now, it's like crazy.
Yeah, well,
Takes
my
me
hair
6 months to
grows
get it.
out.
Well, when mine gets too long, the gray starts coming through. So that's why I gotta get
It's
a
like
cut.
Stephen Sneed's hair grows fairly quick.
I'm the opposite. The shorter my hair is, the more gray it is. The longer it gets, the more brown it is. I don't understand.
Well, that's true too. What am I talking about? Well,
I got black in the back somewhere.
I'm saying it wrong. That's when I use the stuff when I get a cut.
But I'm not jealous of Paulina either because I wouldn't know what to do with it if I had it now. When I was young, I had curly, fairly long hair.
It's just a pain in the butt.
It's a bitch having hair.
Because it's been so long. Like I said, 1990, 92, whatever. It just all fell out at one shot, I guess.
Wow.
You just woke up one day.
I just went and took a shower and I went, where did I go? No, it happened.
It's in my hands.
18, 19 years old, it started falling out.
Doc, I haven't seen your beetle do in a while.
Well, girls do that to you. I had 4 daughters. They'll knock all the hair out of you.
I did have the beetle do. I think 2 weeks ago. I just let it.
No, I missed it.
Nah.
Cool crates.
You embrace your gray. Great. I hope you look fantastic with it. Me, my face is too young looking yet. Sorry if I sound a little conceited. I don't think I look my age. So when I start looking my age, I'll leave it.
Without getting too personal, I don't know how you shave that little bit between here and there. That seems awfully difficult.
Who's that? Me?
You like shave.
How did you know I did that? It's obvious.
I can tell.
Well, that's because I got a thick mustache. It goes way up. I hate that.
Oh, I just wondering how you like.
It's hard to do. It's a pain in the ass. I don't
make
like
a little
shaving either.
like you put tape on it to keep it straight.
No.
I wanted Tim to respond to this.
No. She doesn't do videos anymore. I'm thinking she's done. I'm thinking Wood Girl lost her job and she's just about done.
Oh, poor Wood Girl. She'll need a raise.
No more. She hasn't put up a new video.
Maybe she got fired.
Well, she hasn't been in the wood shop for like a couple of months.
Maybe they ran out of wood.
Well, it is cold there.
And bullets.
There was a lot of
They
wood.
ran out of bullets. Ran out of wood. Yeah.
Like that scene in Free or Die Hard when Bruce Willis jumps the car up to the helicopter. What'd you do that for? And he says, I ran out of bullets.
Paulina, are you muted?
No, I'm here.
You just said something. I didn't hear one word you said. It was weird.
How about?
No?
It gets cut off at the. He said, how about? And then it disappeared.
Yeah, StreamYard's been having a lot of glitches today because of my Wi-Fi. It said my Wi-Fi thing was out, but I don't have my Wi-Fi is turned off because I'm on Ethernet.
I got my own Wood Girl. There's my Wood Girl.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of glitches on the, but it's on the StreamYard's end.
Yeah.
I've been getting an awful lot of PayPal notices telling me that if I don't click this link, I'm going to have a problem with my account or something.
Oh,
And
no.
I don't have PayPal.
I deleted it, but I got some because I do have PayPal. They're like, someone could just charge you $2.99 on your PayPal account. I deleted instantly because some people
Joe,
go,
I think that
"Oh,
might be a
and they
scam
go
you're
check
getting.
it, and then that's when they get screwed up.
Yeah.
I didn't order anything for $2.99.
Constant stress and tension in today's world. It's constant garbage. Even if you're trying to just sit there and relax and watch TV and take a load off the phone, boop, boop. I'm looking, what's this? Oh, scam, block. Just leave me,
Scams
come on,
everywhere.
man.
If you've got over 10,000 subs, you should start watching for this, Joe. If you've got over 10,000 subs, there's people now that will put in people's comments to your videos how they want a prize and you need to contact you. And
Yeah,
blah,
I've gotten
blah,
things
blah.
like that. I've got
Scammers
things about
everywhere.
making money or something. It says, I'll tell you how the best way to make money or something. And then it's got like 23 replies already. And I'm like, block. It's like, it's all it is, and then there's other things going on. Turn on the news.
Yeah, Facebook's terrible for that because you'll be reading comments. All of a sudden, there's like,
Seeing so
"Come
many
join me
people
and make
making
money."
videos. I don't do this. It's ridiculous.
I don't trust anybody anymore.
Well,
Well, that problem, you said you don't trust anybody anymore, and that's how I feel. And the problem with that is, what if it's a legitimate thing sometimes from a company? What if they legitimately want to contact you? I don't believe them.
If I ever was in doubt, I would check all this. Like I can get in and you can check where it's actually coming from.
Yeah.
Just before you actually click anything inside, but it's not easy. But if it's too big to be true, trust me, it's probably too good.
I went to get my taxes done. I went to H&R Block, and I go there every year forever, right? Now I go there, talk about rip-off artists, but that's another story. But when I go there, the first thing is, oh yeah, sure,
I've done my own since 1979.
Well, anyway, the first thing she does is this is an older lady there. She's been doing it for 33 years, and she says to me, "That's the first time I've had her. My accountant, the person I went to prepare her, passed away. So I go to her, and she says, "Okay, now can you take your phone, take out your driver's license, take a photo of your license?" I said, and I really didn't want to do it. I said, I don't like doing stuff like that. She goes, "Well, it's fine, I said, "Where does this go?" She said, "It just goes to us, our site." And I was like, rather than be a real curmudgeon, I wound up saying, okay. And I did, okay, take a photo. Then it went on to their thing. And then she says, now it's going to ask you if you want to take another photo. You click yes. I said, what? Another photo? Okay, so why? We want to take the back of the license now, huh? All right. I was not comfortable,
It is.
But that's what it is.
But the DMV does it too, and other people.
Why would they even need it to do your taxes? I don't get it.
And don't you have all that information from all the other years?
They want to make sure it's you because more than one person can put in a tax return with your name.
Well, I could see. I'm grateful for that, but I would imagine I could show it to them. It's me.
Yeah, but the IRS wants it. When I fill out when you fill this out, we have to put in the issue date of our license, not a photograph, but just the issue date, the renew date, and the number and all that crap to make sure that two people aren't claiming under the same.
But I just didn't know why. I mean, I couldn't just give it to her, or they could take a photocopy, or do something. Like, why did it have to go online? Or
in days we did it all by hand. Nowadays we do this, but for 30 years I did it by hand until they came out with this. Yours should be easy enough to go online and do it.
Sort of. It is for the most part. But I mean, in the old days, I used to do my own. I used to do the 1040 EZ form when I was.
That's all you need.
But that's not now. Well, no, I have other things I got to do, and I got. I won't go into it.
And bonds and stuff like that. I don't know.
No, he's got to put all those records and stuff onto.
All those records, folks. Guess what? Deductible.
The guy behind him at that Ringo statue was the dependent.
These are tax write-off. They are necessities.
Tax write-off.
My records that I show.
I did miss having the tax write-offs with the kids and stuff. That was nice back in the day.
Yeah.
Now I got dogs.
Dogs?
No, I don't have any dog. Grandpuppies, you know. Can't write them off though. You can't write off grandpuppies or grandkids.
Oh, dang.
Even if I watch them 24/7, I can't write them off unless I claim the income, which I don't take anyway. You know.
No, Ollie, that only happens once a year. Sorry.
Ba 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 ba. There you go.
There. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. He found an old
Ollie
video.
Perry,
Yeah.
Ollie Perry.
I sing like a dead horse, so if you want to do it.
Yeah, no thanks.
I did a Q&A this morning, catch up with Mayo. It was horrible. It was awful. I deleted it. It was horrible. I don't know. There's nobody
How bad was it?
oddly there. Oh, I can't think of a snappy answer for that. But
Were
I was
you in the building, or were you?
yeah, I was there, and it was very, there's no getting around it. It's ice cold in that room, and the thing is, there's a thermostat. It's on 50 when you get in there, so I put it up to 80 because I tried 72 once, it didn't work. So I put it to 80, and then I'm freezing in there, wearing my coat, but they have a grating on the wall on the bottom, and I put my hand down over it, and I could feel warm air coming through, but it doesn't heat the place up. So it's like it must take a couple of hours to heat it up, I'm guessing.
Wow.
I don't have that much time.
Yeah.
Bring a little portable heater, plug it in under the table.
Boy, look! You see all these things that should be obvious that I don't even. That's why I got Robert, because I honestly don't think of some of these things that should be obvious. Like he said, get another light bulb for this lamp. But see, right now I put the old lamp back. But see, the trick is, originally I only had that lamp on by itself. That's when I looked ghosty. But when I got the other light, the wall switch on as well, and both together give me a decent lighting in here. I can't just have the one.
Well, it looks better than when you first got on.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I don't know what the heck. But I did just replace a bulb
Oh,
not too long ago.
she's got good color. She's got good coloring. I don't know what kind. Is it just off your laptop?
No, I'm using my phone.
Oh.
That's not all the lighting.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
So
4K.
Oh, they got natural lighting. Natural light.
Yeah.
See.
In
Yeah, well, some of
Michigan,
these
it's nice.
light bulbs are natural. I get the ones that say daylight. That's the ones I like. And this is supposed to be a daylight bulb.
Mine is an energy sucking halogen lamp from 1945 or something. I don't. Well, whenever they came out with halogens, what were they? 90 or something? I don't remember when the first halogens came out. But it's controlled by a thing on my foot. See, I have a little.
Oh yeah.
So that's.
Oh, I know what those are like. Yeah. See.
I got some from a dead guy. He gave it to me.
I never thought anybody noticed about the mustache. That's interesting.
Well, at first I thought if you trimmed it a little more on the side, then you.
I noticed that years ago, Joe. You've been
Really?
doing that for years.
Well, I
Is
noticed.
that obvious?
I just never asked him how he did it. I didn't know if
Yeah,
he
it's
did
It's
it.
just it's too thick. It's too thick.
It's like what they did in the 30s. The guys in the 30s would do that.
Yeah,
Oh, come on. It's not that thin.
Mustache.
It's not that thin, though.
it's like trimming all this is down to 1/8 of an inch or something too. I don't know how you do.
Well, I do that. I do that once in a while. Mine was getting long. I was looking like a mountain man. So
I've always had a full beard until it just got to be where I looked really old. I'm old, but not that old. But it made me look older, so I just started getting the baby skin on the side now. So I don't look so old. But I felt like I was.
Well, it's about however you like your appearance to be. You do what you like.
I used to grow it long too, like down to here. Like,
Oh, geez, Santa Cruz.
Too old.
Somebody today told me, "You're 59, aren't you?" I said, "Thank you." No, not 59, no. So
I had the most fun in my 40s, I think, is when I thought 42 to like 52 was like the best years for me. For some reason, it was.
I get that turkey neck going. That'll be. That's gonna screw everything.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get one.
Once I lose
to the side a little bit.
I'm trying to lose another 20 pounds, but it ain't easy.
Takes forever.
I'm sure I'll get a.
When you do videos, Paulina, do you have a ring light?
No.
What's a ring light?
That's just works with the bulb is in a circle.
They put it on the side of them to make them look pretty.
The trouble is that they reflect in your glasses, so it looks like you got eyeballs.
Well,
I
I got
remember-
these new glasses that they're not supposed to be too reflective. I think they're
First
better.
time Marty had
Well,
that,
my-
he had 2 bulbs. in the-
Everything reflects on my glasses because of the lights right over here up there, and so you can see my computer screen through my glasses.
Well, Tim has no glasses, and neither does Paulina. Do you have contacts? I'm just curious.
Nope, no glasses, no contacts.
Well, you're young yet,
Oh,
right?
I
I mean,
I see better without my glasses these days than with them.
oh, not me. Only ruined my eyes.
My wife's legally blind normally, but when she's close up, she can see this close, but otherwise, without it, she's legally blind. But she can still drive with the proper prisms.
Hey, Rob.
Ugh, Rob,
doing, buddy?
I sometimes think it's because of the internet and being online that did this to me. I mean, I was getting older. I needed reading glasses. When I first made the channel like 10, 11 years ago, I didn't need glasses except really to read. And then the more that I made videos, I started needing them more all the time, gradually. But I was 50, so
I never tried contacts because of the trifocals and crap. I just said forget it.
yeah, well, that's the thing.
And LASIK surgery scares the hell out of me. so-
Yeah, true.
My mother had it. She swears by it, but I don't want to do that.
But I
Yeah,
actually
neither
found
would I.
something about glasses I do like. And most people don't want to wear glasses unless you have to, I guess. But the funny thing is, for me, I find that they hide things as well. I mean, there's certain like things that are going on if you have, I don't know, spots or a wrinkle or whatever, or something. The frames hide things a little better around. So
Bags.
so
Bags.
that works.
I've got bad bags.
You look like Mo from the Three Stooges. No, I'm kidding. It's a joke.
What are these bags under here?
I didn't know you had those. You see? Now put the glasses on. And you'll
Look
see
at them
the-
bags under here.
That's what I
Yeah, I
mean.
see the
That's what- you
bags,
put that
yeah.
on and
And
they
Bags are
disappear. You're hiding them.
there you go. See?
I did notice when you changed them, Doc.
Okay, but you know those commercials that come on? I just put this cream on, and in 15 minutes, my bags are gone. I'm going like, I want that. Give me
No. Did you see what Madonna looked like lately?
I was, that's the next thing I was going to say.
You can't. You just leave yourself alone. Grow old gracefully, people. Just take whatever
Well,
God gives you.
I
No
don't like plastic surgery, but I do believe it's an individual thing. It's like, why, if somebody wants to dye their hair, dye it. If you don't,
That's
don't.
different. Dyeing hair or trimming your beard or cutting your hair.
Oh, you're
But
talking
when
about
you do
plastic
that-
surgery.
When you do that,
Oh, yeah,
that's-
no. Most people look crap when they do that.
When I first saw, I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" No.
It's
Yeah,
like
I mean,
someone
they
did a
don't look
photo.
like. I haven't seen Madonna yet, but I saw Marie Osmond doing a new weight loss commercial, and she doesn't even look anything like Marie Osmond anymore.
I have not
She's
seen
better
her.
now, though. She does anyway.
No, she doesn't look better. She looked.
I
good
liked
a
her in the
couple years
commercial. Not
ago.
maybe not. I don't have seen it this year, but in the last 6 years, I thought she looked good.
The
Yeah,
last one I
not
saw was
anymore. Not
Kevin
anymore.
Nealon interview with her. A Kevin Nealon interview I saw with her, where he walks around with people. I think his name is Kevin Nealon.
Don
Does
I
Rickles.
don't
Oh,
know
that's
interview.
funny.
if he's referring to Madonna or Marie Osmond, but she looks
mean,
like Don Rickles.
How old is Madonna now?
Oh,
She's
she's
65?
62. Max.
Donna is the same age as Susanna Hoffs. And
Susanna
Susanna
Hoffs
Hoffs,
still looks good.
yeah.
Susanna Hoff, who hasn't done a thing, I don't think, looks
No.
amazing.
If Madonna would have kept not doing nothing to her face, she probably would still look decent. But
Yeah.
It's like anyone, just grow old gracefully, for God's sake. She's
I
only
think
Well,
it's fair enough.
one girl I saw from the
60 or
Waltons
62,
who played
she's not that
Elizabeth.
old.
She didn't grow old gracefully. Let me tell you.
Yeah, but isn't it fair to say different people's face may age differently? Some people may, look better than
Oh
others.
no, that's definitely true. There's
They're
genetics
smokers,
and
you
luck.
get more wrinkles, blah blah blah. But
Right.
overall, I'd still take the wrinkles over that.
Mm.
So Madonna will be in the next
Melody
one.
Griffith or one of the, I forget who just did. They looked. I forget who it was that did that and just totally ruined her. That was Melanie Griffith.
if they ever reboot Dick Tracy, Madonna will look like a really cool.
She could play Prune Face.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not making fun. I'm not making fun of her. I just don't think any woman should just take what God gives you, let it go. Just grow old gracefully.
Why can't I think of her name? She was one of the first people that ruined herself.
Audrey Hepburn, people like that, they just got old and it looked good.
Joan Rivers?
No,
she did this though. Joan River did this.
Oh, Joan Rivers, forget it.
I even think Charles didn't look.
She looks better now, Joan Rivers, than she did.
Her eyebrows ended up here like Nancy Pelosi's.
Yeah.
The woman from that Tom Hanks movie from You've Got Mail and the other one.
Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan ruined.
Oh, she had like duck lips
her
or something.
career. She did that and she was done. She ruined.
Maybe that's who I was thinking of. Meg Ryan, not Griffith.
Yeah, Meg Ryan.
She was such a cutie.
And Marlo Thomas also.
Oh,
I just saw Dick Van Dyke. He's like 92 or 94, and he looked just fine for his age. I know he's a male, but still, he looked pretty dang good for his age. And what's her name?
Why you don't see Marlo Thomas around anymore? You just hear her voice.
Well, I haven't seen her, but
well, the last thing that Marlo Thomas has done was that Ocean's 8 movie, but she had like a cameo in that movie.
Or Kenny Rogers. What happened to him?
Oh yeah, and Mickey Rourke. What happened to Mickey Rourke?
I thought he was dead, but that's me.
Well, he is dead. He really looks bad now, but.
But he didn't look like he did before. He looked so different when he got older.
His eyebrows.
Mickey Rourke destroyed himself.
What happened to Kenny Rogers? Ugh. Yeah.
It's just
Michael Jackson obviously destroyed.
I mean, getting old sucks no matter what happens, because by the time you're 90 or 100, you look, you don't look yourself. That's for sure.
Oh wow, yeah. Oh man, I'll still be making videos then. I hope.
Oh, you will.
Now, my grandmother, she was a beauty queen when she was in her 20s in Oklahoma in 1932 or whatever. And then when she got to be 101, she actually still looked really good for her age. I mean, she never really lost it. She just got older. It was really weird.
Is this true? Anne Heche is buried next to Toto?
Anne Heche. Okay, that's a blonde girl. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in that movie.
She went
6
crazy
Days
at the
and
end
7 Nights
driving a
with,
car.
Harrison Ford.
I think he's a great guitar player. That's what I think of him.
Mm-hmm.
He's incredible. Yeah, Kenny just dropped in to see what condition his facelift was in.
Well, they mentioned Michael Jackson. I felt so bad for what I know he had a skinned edition. That's different. But when he did that to his nose, it almost felt like it was just getting back to where the skeleton was just coming through. And the deteriorating on his
awful.
That was terrible. It's a shame. And he died too young, too. I mean, I don't like to see people die that young.
So where are we going to be in 10 years? We're still going to be holding up records. This is a good one.
I wonder about that sometimes. That's.
I don't picture us talking like we've got no dentures, but yeah.
All right, back.
I'm very happy to be older rather than younger in the 21st century. However,
where is it?
The party.
It would be nice to be young, though, for the sake of making videos.
I still want to remember Susan Day like that, though.
Yeah, yeah, we got to do it. Partridge Family.
There's the guys that never age. Grover, he never ages at all. Grover never ages.
No, it's too late. I don't have mine. Come on, folks. You're driving me crazy. I don't have mine.
And this
morning,
I do.
Well, I'm late. I'm very late with it.
I was listening to Chris Carter's British Invasion.
Yes.
Like the replay of yesterday. And guess what was played on there this morning? I Think I Love You.
I started something and it's gone worldwide now. Let's face it.
It's gone viral.
Well, so I'm going to start this now. This will be my next one.
You're frozen.
We all have to show our Bob Ross now.
Don't count on me having
And
it.
I think a little happy tree should go here. No, you just ruined a nice mountain range.
I don't
You
have
just did,
Bob
you
Ross
dumbass.
to put to this. I got this.
The Torah.
It's a 1962 copy I picked up the other day for reasonable price. It's a
Best
collection.
year ever.
Well, 62. I mean, found it in still mint condition. It was $10. And it's the first 5 books of the Bible, a Jewish publication. But still, it's a very nice shape for those who collect old. I collect antique books sometimes. I consider 62 being an antique, just like Joe. Right?
No.
That's my newest. I'm making a slip cover for it. I have to make a slip cover. I'm starting my BC13 box next week. I have it all designed in my head to make a BC13 box.
Is that the book they used on those airplane bombing runs?
No.
Torah.
No. It just means the law. The word Torah in Hebrew means law.
That's a terrible joke. That's terrible. Oh,
Ringo.
I understand.
Yeah.
Play it, Doc.
You got the CD, the LP, and the cassette. Is that true?
Sure.
He's got it all, baby.
I have none of them.
No, I robbed mine. I couldn't even bring myself to pay for that.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
No, Trish, he held up the Torah. Right, Robert. That's the Torah.
Yeah, it's from the Jewish public. It's just the first 5 books of the Bible, and they call it the Torah because it means the law. That's what that stands for. And it was just an interesting find. I found it, and I thought that's pretty nice. And it was from 62. Came with the original box, the sticker, the price, and everything. So I grabbed it, and now I'm going to make a slipcover for it because I'm learning how to boot. Like I did some Bible rebinding recently too because I want to rebind books. I want to learn how to rebind books.
Christopher, you're just an ass. You come on here. You not make nothing.
I know.
You make a lot of stupid comments.
I think everyone should take up different hobbies every now and then just to learn stuff. Like pick up book binding. What's it going to harm you?
I got way too much hobbies going on here. YouTube is a full-time hobby.
He's full of hobbies.
I just have certain things you grab and you're like, some art's dying. Like I wish I knew more about actually sewing, to be honest with you, because I got things I need to sew and I do it by hand. And I bought a $29 sewing machine over there at Aldi's when it was on clearance, and I'm hoping to learn how to do basics.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Well, look, Joe should have the same issue because I'm a little bit bigger, but I have a short inseam. So when you go buy pants,
I play bass.
they're always 6 inches.
Wait, hold on. One thing at a time. Why did I buy pants? What?
The inseam is always way too long. I have to always make them short.
I have no issues.
Hoffner, yes, like Paul.
Well, Doc, who was it that plays a mini bass?
I play a little bass myself.
Yeah, you play a little bass.
Yeah, I got it right here.
I saw you. Paulina is nice, and Doc plays bass.
Yeah.
Mama plays fiddle.
10 times that size.
I don't play bass, but I have to.
I played one in the movies. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know what you mean there.
Oh yeah, he loves Wood Girl.
Yeah,
I just say because I'm short. When I buy pants, I don't care if they're 36-30. They're 3 inches too long because I have a very
the length.
Yeah,
I'm 30. I'm a 30 length myself.
Yeah, and I can't wear them because they're too damn long. I need a 27 length.
Bad.
I have short legs and a big torso.
I see what you're saying.
Tall this way, but short little legs. So I'm only 5'5". I mean, I'm like Davy
I'm taller
Jones.
than you? Really? Wow.
Yeah. It's not my fault.
See,
My grandfather was funny. My great grandfather was 6'5", and my great grandfather's wife was 4'2", and my grandfather
Just don't
was
tell Randy Newman.
And so my grandfather was only like 5'5", 5'6", and so it's we just follow.
hereditary.
If I was 5'8", I'd be fine at 240, but when you're 5'4" or 5'5", it makes a difference.
So we're all going to be standing there in New Jersey measuring each other, like who's taller, who's what?
Yeah, we should talk a little about that.
3 or 4 inches taller than I am. I know that for a fact. You're like 5'8".
You guys decide to leave very, very early, I hope.
Well, I'm going to get out of here between 4 and 4:30 if we can get everybody up and going. Because they're both going to we're planning on hopefully spending the night so that we can just get out the door and no fighting.
Oh, I see.
No fighting.
Well, like we're going to load the car the night before if we have anything to load. We're going to make sure everyone's got food, ready to go or whatever. Snacks, all that crap will be prepared. I'm making a batch of what do you call it? Peanut butter that will stick to the roof of your mouth and keep you fat all the way there.
You better
Paulina,
stop a fire and get a gallon of milk.
Hey, look, whatever tall I am, it works because my wife's I think an inch and a half taller than I am, but
I know. See, Robert P is like a munchkin.
when we're laying down, it don't matter.
So, Doc, do you have to pick anybody up along the way?
Well,
I want to pick up Tim on the way. We're going an hour out of our way. What difference does it make? Tim hasn't given us a yes or a no.
No, I
All
haven't.
you got to do is buy a sandwich. That's it.
Buy a sandwich.
Buy a sandwich. We'll pick you up. We'll drop you off. Your hotel's covered. Everything's covered. You're staying with Robert S. He said he's got the spare space in his hotel. Everyone's set to take care of everything.
Yeah.
Just to be clear,
There's
it's a
another
separate
one. Now what's this now?
Boom, boom, boom.
Fender, jazz bass.
Fender jazz.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not talented when it comes to playing instruments. I can play a guitar with 4 chords, and that's it. That's all I know are 4 chords.
Play a C.
Are we supposed to be hearing it?
C.
C.
Boom, boom.
Boom.
How
I
many
play
strings are on
in
bass?
3 flats and get thrown out of all of them.
Is big where it counts. Oh, I was going to say, yeah. My heart grew 3
Well,
times.
it's a competition between Robert P and Robert S are both big-hearted
Wow,
people.
another
I gotta
one.
say, it's really incredible.
What is another one? What now? Oh shit!
Oh, we
Oh
lost her
man,
again.
Poor Paulina.
Hit the wrong button. There. Okay. Now what do we have?
Well, you
No,
must be
keep it.
playing bass. Oh, that's a good. Wait, that's a 5-string bass.
5-string.
Never heard of it. Well, I'm not a musician, so.
Made by who? What's the brand name on
Is
that
your
one?
sister running around?
Hey, Kona.
Kona.
Yeah.
Electric. Ooh.
Kona Corona. See
It's-
me, Julio down by the schoolyard.
Indonesia or something like that.
Me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
That's
yeah. This and I.
based by Harbor Freight. I'm just kidding.
One for each hand. Wow. That's talent.
I love playing
there's
bass.
another one.
Robert S. or whatever. You wouldn't embarrass me. I've been heavy for 30 years. You know, I've been called every name in the book, except for late for dinner.
Yeah.
That's sad that I don't have any cash because I wish I could go with you guys to the Beatles Fest.
Well, I don't have any cash left either. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That looks nice, Paulina, but I can't. I almost bought one of those once.
Ooh.
I don't know. It wasn't that much money. I think it was like $600.
Everybody get your musical instruments.
All right, hang on.
I don't have a musical instrument. to
Let's
play.
go. Let's go.
Well, this doesn't count, but this is Hunter's.
There you
I
go.
have nothing to play, so I can't.
It's not tuned. Terrible.
I'm gonna go get a pair of spoons.
Every time I tune it, it goes out of tune. It's one of these cheap guitars.
Paulina, you don't play a bass like Danny Bonaducci. No, that's incorrect.
I'm the only one that won't have anything.
Playing
to
a bass
play.
like Donnie.
Everybody plays bass.
He's got the
Oh
Pixar.
my god, that looks like the Pixar lamp that you see in the
That's what I
beginning
said.
where it
Got a
bounces.
This was the stupid thing I tried using. I knew one that replaced with it. Piece of junk. It's $8 or something.
Oh, I'm supposed to
Garbage.
show you a brand name, I guess, right? Squirt.
Worst guitar I ever had. My friend that died had a Martin, and I probably just should have took it after he died because no one else wanted it, and I left it there. I should have grabbed it, but it smelled like patchouli, and I couldn't get the smell out. 'Cause he had-
Who's patchouli? Ah,
Well, I'm just
He
the
said
guy.
downtown.
Yeah, we should get a ukulele, but I wish I had one.
No, the guy loved
But I
patchouli
don't.
oil and everything in his house.
See you later, Rob.
Bye.
Have a good, whatever they call this day. What do they call this day?
Super Bowl with a T.
Super Bowl Sunday. Sunday.
Next Sunday is my big day because
Yeah, but
it's
you
the
can't
NBA
say it's
All-Star
Super Bowl
game.
anymore.
I can't wait for that. I'll be watching that.
Copyrighted.
I'm sorry.
Tim, you got to show us your brand name.
Did we just get you knocked off by me?
There's no brand name.
No brand name.
I
name?
bought the. I made this. I bought the neck and the body separately, and then I painted it this ridiculous
Ooh, do it
color.
yourself.
The back is a different color.
Wait, is that teal?
Ooh.
White and teal?
This is Metal Flake, and man, this took me like 10 coats and like 20 coats of clear and
That looks
painting
brand
the
spanking
butt.
new,
I'd never do it
Paulina.
again. But it's got a Suzuki neck.
Do you have the violin thing for that bass? Yeah.
Did you make your bass, Paulina?
The worst
Well,
ever.
I sort of did a custom job on this bass, which I just rewired the electronics to give it like a P bass sound, even though it still plays like a jazz. So yeah. And I did a weird paint job on it, which I'm been trying to reverse for about 20 years now.
20?
Yeah, I hate.
Oh no, I hear
sound.
oh man, there's squeaking noises. I hear upstairs again. The bed is squeaking up there, and they're at it. Sorry,
Paulina.
folks.
You know what?
Loud
You
up
know
there.
what? Megan Trainor said it best. It's all about the bass. About the bass. No trouble.
I like that. I don't know who does it, but I like that girl that does that.
Megan Trainor.
Oh, well, you just said it, but I couldn't hear it.
I just heard a toilet flush.
She's a cutie.
Oh.
I'm out of my
This
league
is
with
my-
the insurance.
This is my baby.
Baby.
But it's
Yes,
not
everybody's
real.
home.
Paulina's
Oh.
is real, mine. But it's still nice.
What's the difference?
Mine's not a Hoffner.
Oh, it's a fake Hoffner?
Is that a Rogue?
Mine is a J. Tersner,
Okay.
Don Kirshner.
which is it's still decent. It plays nice, and
Oh, okay.
And I took off
Lovely.
You took it off?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't even know it anymore. I took it off years ago. That
You got to get signed by Paul.
Oh, definitely.
So everyone bring your musical instruments to New Jersey.
you can bring yours. I am not bringing this. Or sounding. I could make one with strings on a soapbox sound better than that one.
Paulina, give us your best Paul McCartney pose with that Hoffner.
good question. I never
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I like the little one Joe's got.
There you go.
Only a mouse can play it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Tell you something.
Did you watch the Andrew thing today with the Meet the Beatles? That was good.
What was that? Which was that? I'm sorry, I missed it. What was it, Robert?
Andrew, what's his name, that does the Beatles
No.
hologram auctions? Andrew, whatever.
Oh no, I didn't. I don't
He
usually
did one
watch 'em.
for Meet the Beatles today. I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, I watch all his videos.
Just don't send him anything because he lives in freaking Austria.
I watch most of his videos. I didn't watch his scrapbook videos are just long, and I don't watch his scrapbook videos.
They're interesting if you have the 20 minutes. I mean,
Yeah, but if you don't have the 20 minutes, no. Sorry.
Less and less time all the time.
There's a thing about you can watch them later because they're online.
Yeah.
I like
Watch a minute a day.
I watched yesterday's papers. That's a cool one to watch.
Oh, I've seen that guy before. He's cool.
Watched. I watch a lot of stuff too. I watch a whole bunch of stuff about different hobbies too, like woodworking and
Woodworking.
Woodworking. What those things be? Wood girl, Robert?
I do watch not wood girl. I watch real woodworking shows. I love watching guys restore Matchbox cars. You know, where they strip them all down and redo the Matchbox cars.
Or where they have different toys and different appliances, and they strip them down and fix them up again.
Yeah,
I love those. I love those videos too.
I do some of that restoration work for some things, but I don't know anything about instruments. Just guitar.
Yeah, I don't either. I bought a guitar kit once and built it just to see how that was done.
I had a Yamaha, big Yamaha.
I don't have any interest in doing it again, really.
Once all my kids grew up and I wasn't really playing stuff like on the weekends for the kids and all that stuff, I just stopped.
And then another one. Wow.
Another one. What now? Whoa, this one's signed.
Okay, I know who it's signed by.
Remember
you showed me this. 10,000 Maniacs.
Ooh.
I remembered. I know you showed me that on when I interviewed you.
Now this is my baby right here. If anything was to happen, this is the first thing saved.
Ran out the door.
Yeah, that should be in a showcase.
A beautiful feather tub.
Pretty.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know what I would save if I had to run out the door. Probably nothing. Maybe I don't know, my hard drive.
I might save this.
Well, I know what I'd save in my bedroom. My big picture, gold record picture of the Beatles that I have.
I think I would probably save this.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
I might save that. That's it. That'd be the one I save.
I think I'd actually save my Beatles mono box.
Yeah.
Sell that thing while it's still worth a lot.
Nothing that can be replaced.
It's not going down in value. They're not going to redo it.
You never know.
No, they're not going to redo it. They're not.
Wait
I want them to go back to an analog set of stereo, not a digital set. That'd be nice.
If anything, if they keep doing the way that they're doing right now with these reissues, like what they did with Revolver, they give you the new stereo mix as well as like the mono. Wow. Hopefully, they start to put out all the other albums separately as mono albums with the set.
Hope so.
Ooh.
Monica. Oh, nice.
It's the same one. Ooh.
It's a mouth organ.
Never learned to play that either.
Oh, you got to play a little there, James.
Fake
no,
it.
I'm not going to play anything because it's hard to get it back in the thing.
She said.
I was going to say, wow, we think alike.
All right, you make me small.
Well, I was born with a dirty mind, so don't worry about it. My wife, that's one thing she would change about me if I could.
No, we don't need to.
Always little things to say, little comments. Snicker.
Song that you love but can't.
Seb, hello.
My grandson's 8 and he laughs at every fart joke there is now. He's at that age where everything's funny. Even the little 1.5-year-old, she's gonna be 2 on the 15th, by the way. Harper, she'll toot and go, she laughs. She's like a year and a 3/4 or whatever. I'm like, even girls get the fart jokes at 2 years old.
Oh, yeah, that's a hard one for me because I like a lot of Beatles songs. I don't know. I really don't know.
Oh, well, I know what you mean. I could listen to them, but there's some I really don't want to. When it comes on, I'm like, oh, I mean, there's so many of them that I've just had to hear so many times. You know?
Well, you don't mind hearing them, but like Lady Madonna, I can do with it or not do with it after a while. Certain songs after 50 years,
Well, there's some mornings I'll be listening to Breakfast with the Beatles, and I really have to go to the toilet. Now,
Michelle.
if this boy comes on, or Across the Universe, like the one without the choir, where you hear the girls singing in the background, that's my favorite version
Those
of
are
it.
good songs.
Or Eleanor Rigby, I hold it till I hear the song, and then I go to the washroom, because those are my favorite songs. I do not move until that song is over. I know it sounds weird, but that's what I do.
I'm trying to think, like, if I had to pick one that, like, if it comes on the radio, I'm like, there's a lot of them like that. I can't think of the one.
Michelle would go off in a second. I can't handle that song.
Yeah, that's a good one. The Michelle.
I think
My
Birthday. I think I hear Birthday more than any other Beatles song.
Yeah, I'm sick of that song too.
What
was that?
It made me laugh. I don't know why.
What was that?
It was Paulina.
Yeah, I don't like Lady Madonna is one of my least favorite Beatles songs. I don't know why.
Those are mono. Those are 91 miles. From
These are 87 monos.
87 monos. Yeah.
Because as you guys remembered, I got that mono box set, but it was missing from Please Please Me all the way to Help. And
what labels are on there?
Mono. But what I did was I found 87 issues. So this was like Please Please Me. And it has...
Yeah, that's what's weird. It has weird labels. I thought that was cool when they had the capital label on it.
And so I have that one. This one also came out with that rainbow label.
But what masters did they use? Did they go back to and got them from UK and then put them on the cap? I saw that playing on a couple other videos. I'm thinking, where the hell did they get that? Please, please me.
I'm pretty sure that they went back and used the mono masters for these. Now this one is different because
Not mono masters from the CD. That's different.
Yeah.
I was afraid it's from a digital from the CDs.
That's possible that they
the first 4 CDs came out in mono.
Yeah. Yeah, it says digitally remastered from the original British catalog. So
yeah, I think they used the CDs, the original 87 CDs. It's cool to see them on those labels, though, just for kicks. I mean, I've seen them a few times, so you're lucky.
Because I'm not going to be able to find the 2014 mono copies of these, because those go for like about $60 to $100 each, and so these only cost me about $30 each.
Now, I'm not an audiophile, but I did A and B, the vinyl versus the Japanese CD, and I cannot hear the difference. You know, the CD behind me there, right there, that mono set.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got them both, don't you, Tim? The CDs and the vinyl?
I have a fake CD box.
Well, the same masters are still transferred.
Theoretically, should sound the same as the
They are.
But
they screwed up on the White Album. They reversed the labels and things. But other than that, it's the same. I had that set that you're talking about, and I got 2 of the real ones. I sent one out to Paul. But we A and B'd this, especially the White Album, and I didn't hear enough difference that you would be very happy hearing those if you could get them. I did transfer the vinyl before I sold them. Like I got the vinyl set, transferred them to hard drive at 9426 or whatever, you know, and then 9624, and then I sold it because I don't keep stuff like that. I bought the new book coming out, the new McCartney photograph book. I pre-ordered it, and when I'm done with it, somebody will be lucky enough to get it.
Have a contest
on my video channel.
There you go.
I'm going to have a contest for give the McCartney Legacy. I have a spare copy, but I'm trying to think what the contest is going to be.
What is the Legacy? Is this the one that coming out from 64?
It's not that one. It's from 69 to 73. Like it's like
I paid $57 for the pre-order from June 13th or something that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I think Amazon went $75.
Who wants to do a reaction to the Cocaine Bear trailer?
What?
It's a movie coming out.
I was talking to Joe a little bit about this last night. This sounds surprisingly good.
That's the Russian one?
Yeah. I was surprised at how good this sounds. I mean, I'm not saying it's amazing, but
Well, I remember Paul saying that a few of
I
his
love-
Russians were actually good, and they drew the
I
pictures.
love that it's just drawings on the inside.
Yeah.
They redrew the pictures.
Because legally they couldn't print them, so they drew them.
Yeah, they redrew the pictures. I like this thing.
That'd be cool.
They did that on a lot of them. Like they redrew the Revolver cover is
See,
redrawn.
vinyl like that, like the stuff Paulina showed, I can see having that. If I came across it, I would probably buy it.
Yeah.
But I don't go.
I found a guy on eBay a few years ago that was selling lots, and I bought 2 lots from the same guy. So I got most of the Beatle albums from Russia in one go.
Because I collect the Yesterday and Todays over here in this brown box, and a Korean has a Yesterday and Today with a different back on it, kind of like the Mexican one, and it's on colored vinyl. But they're always way more than I want to spend on eBay, so I just gave up. But
yeah,
if I got one in the $20 to $40 range, I'd buy it. But they always go up to like $100, and I just don't want to pay that. Just a standard Yesterday and Today now can go for $50, which is terrible.
Yeah, it's because people think any copy can be a butcher cover.
Yeah,
because they have no idea. So
it's got the RIA stamp on the front.
Yeah, it could be a butcher cover. Yeah, no, it can't.
No, well, I did do like Joe's Roots album. I think it is real, Joe. Just so you know that too.
I don't know. I don't want to disagree with you, but I'm thinking.
I think it is too.
Well, I did a lot of research, but the main thing it does not have is that under the label, the stamp or under the label, supposedly is the real thing.
It's very faint, though. Are you sure?
Yeah, I look pretty good.
Your bell sound was a little bit iffy, but other than that, everything else.
And then people were telling me, I don't know. I had so many comments you could understand. People were saying, "Oh, the bell sound is easy enough to do," or something.
I had a Christmas bootleg that was made almost identical that had the bell sound one time.
Yeah.
So,
and then the albums on the back of my cover, they are too blurry. The ads on the back.
I didn't get to see it close up. I'm just saying basic facts. I'm only going by the basic facts. The trail off numbers are the same. I meant to mention that to you since that's why I brought it up, because I saw another gentleman do a video and he covered the whole thing, which I thought.
Yeah, I saw one. Probably the same guy, no?
But I don't have yours in front of me to check it out. But I used to have an original, and I sold it when I owned the record shop. So I got rid of all my. In the 90s, when I thought records were going out, let's get rid of everything because they're going to be worthless one day, and I got rid of a lot of stuff. Original.
Well, I regret 2 things. I got rid of 3 things. I think I got rid of we were talking about the 2014 LP set. I got rid of that pretty quick because I started thinking I started thinking I started thinking that I rather just get the originals. Try to have an original, authentic set of the originals, and I have the CD.
But you bought that twice. I remember from watching.
No, not the LPs.
I thought you bought them singly, and then you went ahead and bought them.
No, I don't have them all singly. No,
I meant you originally bought them. I remember seeing your video.
Yeah,
you went and bought them singly, and then you bought them as a.
I'm telling the 2014 set. No. And anyway, to this day, I don't even have a full set.
You mean mono? I'm talking stereo, but okay, whatever.
Yeah, I really don't. I swear.
You may not have them. You sold them instantly, but I thought
I have them. I never had them. I'm not going to belabor it. I know what I have, but anyway, be that as it may, the bottom line of it is I regret selling the box because now it's worth a lot. I never buy anything or collect anything for value. I don't buy to save it, to cash it in. But
I have all 2009 mixes. What do you call it? The single releases of all the 2009 remasters. I bought them, put them in a case that came from Crosley or whatever you call it, with the Beatles on the front, and it's for my daughter. When I croak and cheek, it's got the red, the blue, the love, all that stuff's in there. And I said, if I die, it's yours. Not that it's worth that much, but
yeah, well, I shouldn't. I don't know, and I sold it early, but it wasn't worth as much when I sold it.
My butcher proof is the only thing I have that's worth any money, technically. Sentimental stuff. My monkey signature. I got all 4 signatures from the monkeys. I don't
I
think
see.
wow.
not worth much more than probably $300-400, but I like it. I'm waiting for Mickey to die, then I'll put it up for sale.
Wait.
I don't have
And I
much.
got something in the mail from with Sega George last week. You want to see?
Who?
George.
It wasn't his underwear, was it? I'm trying.
No,
I'm in
no.
a terrible.
Make me dig,
terrible.
Doc, and I'll show you guys what I got.
Paulina's itching over there, so hurry up.
Yeah, hold on. All
While
right,
you
make me
do
dig.
that, I'm going to put these back under the desk. If you don't mind my
So
saying.
because I couldn't afford the Revolver box set, I'll never have the book, but at least I have the CD. So he made me copies,
There
and
it
he
is.
even put paperback writer and rain on the actual discs to save discs, and then the mono one.
That's terrible. You're stealing money from the future Beatle babies.
Yeah, I know.
The
Well, I can't afford
grandchildren.
it.
Grandchildren. Shame on you. No, I'm just kidding.
And then we have the sessions. I'm dying to hear this. Disc 1. And then we got disc number 2.
How are those poor McCartney children going to eat?
And then he actually made me a list of all the stuff that are on them. So that's pretty cool. Well, you don't need to see the rest. Well, you know what it all is anyway, so you can make me smile.
Okay.
But that was nice of him because we're going through some hard times right now. And so that's why he surprised me and made me a copy of that.
I was just teasing you, you know.
I know.
You're a big teaser.
Poor Paul. How's he going to survive? His grandchildren have to eat.
But that was
that
nice
is true.
to
You
do
know,
that for me.
Well, he's got another book coming out, and then he's going to have a 65 book come out, and then a 66 book come out, and then, you know, it's never going to end. We'll keep buying it. Go ahead, Paulina.
Somewhere in the middle of that, we're gonna have like Partney 4 and stuff. So
In 27 colored vinyls.
yeah.
Brad, if you're out there, we're looking.
He'll get it anyway because he loves colored vinyl
Oh yes, he does, big time.
on both sides.
What'd you say? Are we still on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me know if you don't go on so I could say what I really think. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just
Okay.
not a bad bone in my body.
Yeah. By the way, I want to promote before we're not on anymore. Today I uploaded my 400th edition of the Snap, Crackle, and Pop vinyl album. My 400th
Ooh.
today. So check it out. That's the address. That's where you can find it. And
It's one a week,
400
every 2 weeks. How do you do this?
What?
How often do you put one up?
I try one a week, but it doesn't always, you know.
I was going to say that's a long time. 400 weeks. Wow,
I've been doing it for like 11 or 12 years, I think, something like that.
That's where
I
it gets
didn't
to
know you
400.
Well, 4 years ago, I think, is the first time I watched your video.
So
Maybe.
yeah, so that's available, and it's just this one's just songs that I like. I decided I'll do it for me. So this
like a lot of people, I got introduced from a guy named Dan in Canada. That's how I introduced to the VC community. I know where he disappeared to, and then Joe was the second person I saw in the VC community. So that was about 10 years ago. That's how I
Tonight
got
in the Super Bowl, we've got the Ottawa Rough Riders and the Nashville Predators.
I heard it was the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Philadelphia Flyers.
There you go. I needed to be corrected. That's
And I heard it was the LA Lakers against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Football's rough enough, but if you could play football like you play hockey, that'd be even better.
Oh, Dave, gee, had to spoil everything.
And if the Eagles win, I guess they'll play the Steve Miller band, "Fly Like an Eagle."
Probably. They'll have
or the Eagles song by ABBA. Down, 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 down.
Not familiar.
Hello, vinyl community, and anybody else watching this.
I don't make fun of you, Joe.
Well, I make fun of me. How do I do it? Hi, everyone. What's my opening?
Hello, everybody.
I just say hello, everyone, but when I do my live streams, I always start with "Hello, cats and kittens. We are live."
Hello,
I
cats and
got
kittens.
5 minutes for the video. That's why I don't have any. I have 25 subscribers now.
Wow.
I think it's 25.
Yes, Henry, I did. It's obvious, isn't it? I'm not hiding anything. I'm just grooming.
Oh, you dyed your hair? I didn't know. I can't tell. I thought you just cut
I
it
used
short.
to dye my hair, but
See, that's where you got to catch it kind of early. I mean, you can see. Yeah, I'm not trying to hide anything. You can see plenty of videos. I just did a video where I'm outside in the wind and I'm screaming because of the wind, and my long hair's blowing around. It's all gray, and some of it's blonde, and all this kind of stuff.
Hey,
Oh,
you got
when
to
I-
hide your gray away.
When I first went gray and I had a full beard, I had one spot to gray, and I used to color it with a pencil for photo. It was just one little spot, and I hated it because it was one spot.
Oh yeah.
Streak. Now, where'd Ringo Streak go? You know, had a white streak for 100 years.
Went away quite a long time ago.
Where did that disappear to?
And people can say what they want. You know, like I said, I still think it's an individual thing. You know, some people look horrible. Some people look amazing with gray hair. You know, Ringo, he looks better obviously now than he did at 40 when he had some, at gray. He just looks better. You know, it works for him. Doesn't work
I think
for
Paul
everyone.
looks better natural.
He's got some neck stuff going on.
He looked pretty weird.
I think Paul looked good in the press video back in like '86 when he was gray. I think he looked fine there. You know, he should.
When I saw him in '89, he had gray hair. You know, coming in on the sides and
well, that looked good when he first started.
Well, he was dyeing it by then because he was gray in '86.
There is an interview in Rolling Stone, I should say, interview with him. I think in '86 when pressed to play time when the gray was coming in, and there's no doubt about it. It's in there where they talk about his gray hair, and he goes, "Well, I'll be keeping that," or something like that. He says, and then he didn't.
By '89, he's back to not gray.
But see, it didn't work for him. After a while, the dyeing wasn't working for his face,
well,
so he went to gray.
1 week and then brown the next week and then
darker. Sometime around anthology time, because then that's when you start to see like a little bit of red in his hair. But he still had like his grayness when he going straight into off the ground era.
Well, that's a good example, Paul. You know, I think Paul in the anthology footage, you know, hanging out and everything, he looks fantastic. I think, and that's partly due to what he did to his hair. Sorry, he looks good. Fine. You know.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's their opinion. If I had hair, I don't know what I would do with it.
Well, and again, like when you say about embrace it, Martin's saying and everything, it's not all of it. It's mostly with me, the sides start going. You know, obviously, and that's what the first thing usually is, the sides, and you make a decision. Some people look great. You know, Captain Fantastic. Is it Captain Fantastic that has like gray streaks, or Paulie Walnuts? You know, he has the gray streak. If it looks great, do it, keep it. You know, if you look better without. I know with me, I came home from the barber. You know, I get the hair cut from the barber. I come home and it's like gray all over. I even did a video or two with it like that. I forget which ones, but they're there, and I'm like, oh my god. So I go in there, do the stuff. 15 years, in my opinion, disappeared.
Wow.
I don't know what that's like to have hair.
Yeah, yes, you do. Come on, you used to have hair.
Yeah, when I was 13.
Paulina, on Friday, I was listening to Breakfast with the Beatles. It was Friends and Family Friday with Chris Carter, and I heard the most beautiful song. It's from a couple of years ago because I looked it up on YouTube. I wrote it down. It's by Lana Del Rey, and she sings this with Sean Ono Lennon. It's called Tomorrow Never Came. What a beautiful song.
That's the last time I had hair.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
1970. That's 1977.
Wow.
And I'm wearing my Beatles shirt that I made. Little iron-on stickers.
Nice.
That's the last picture I had where I had hair. By the time I was 19, it started falling out.
Well, bring that shirt to New Jersey.
I don't have that same shirt. That's from, one of the ones you used to iron on the little felt letters. I did it myself.
It's probably faded away now.
My sister's making me a shirt because she's got some where they I forget what this is called, like not sublime, but they put something on it, sublimation, and she's gonna do the Beatles cover for me. And it's gonna say the Beatles. Maybe I'll do it backwards, where the Beatles is spelled backwards, and let people guess who it is.
You show the back of their heads.
Meet the Beatles. I can't pay $40 for a T-shirt. I'm just gonna give her one of mine. She knows how to do it.
James,
I tell you, boy, I just throw money around. I don't have money, and I throw it around.
That one right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something like that, but with the actual Meet the Beatles cover, because she can do that. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's Harper Winter. It's her birthday in 2 days, the 15th.
Happy birthday!
That's at a basketball game Saturday, but she's just a little one. I've had Hunter since he was like born, and now Harper is 2 years old.
Wow.
All the rest are started. My other daughter's going back to Alaska, taking my 3 grandkids with her. So now I have to go to Alaska every year for the next 3 years. That's gonna suck. They raised
I don't know the answer to this question, so I have no idea. I mean, I can't even guess.
You think John would have died? Well, yeah, if he had hair still. I pictured John going bald.
Me too.
As he
I
got
don't
old.
think George would go gray.
George was already hitting 50% gray anyways.
George was already gray, and he wasn't aging well either, but it may have been his cancer.
The smoking doesn't help. Trust me.
He wasn't aging very
What about Linda? Did she go gray a little bit?
Well, I imagine so.
But John appeared his hair was getting thinner and thinner.
Yeah, I agree. I think he would have, lost his hair eventually.
Was Fred bald?
Yeah. Well, yeah, balding. He had a few strands.
No, but
don't matter.
Hair usually comes from the mother's side.
Well, they say that, but I hope not in my case.
Not 100%, but usually.
My mother's father is bald as can be. Yep, came from my side, that's for sure. I enjoy the Beatles. When John got his hair cut like that, kind of, for the last album, it was kind of long and it looked cool. I thought.
Yeah, I think Daytime, Nighttime Suffering is a great. It's overlooked, not so much underrated. To me, there's a difference. People say underrated for things that are overlooked. It's like underrated usually means it's rated badly. It's rated badly, and it's not thought. They don't like it, but it's underrated. But overlooked is something that people don't think much about. It's good,
I don't know what the hang up with that album is. It must be contractual between the other people on the album. I just don't understand why the big hang up.
Which album is that? I'm losing the plot. Which album?
Hey, Back to the Egg, because you're talking about that.
Oh, song. Back to the Egg. Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's not with the people that are alive. I'm pretty sure it's with the.
Isn't Daytime, Nighttime Suffering on that album? My brain's not working.
No, it wasn't really a part. No, it's not a part of it.
It's from those sessions. It would be on that box set when it comes.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's from the same era.
Album. It'll be on that box set.
What the hell is the big?
Some people think it's the Rockestra. Some people think it's the
Rockestra. I'm pretty sure it's the people that are no longer alive in Rockestra,
like Tempestino or something.
And it's
anybody that played on the band that played on it.
There's a lot of people dead in Rockestra.
But then I heard in the inside rumor mill that that was ironed out or something. Whatever the problem was taken care of. So I don't know what's true with that. Well, yeah, 1980, sure, but then we're talking about not talking about 1980. We're talking about how he would have looked in 1990 and 1995.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll never know, but it's a shame that he had to die.
Matt
we got
Damon.
So many good and bad things, like 400 more songs by McCartney, and 80 more songs by we don't have nothing. At least you
Yeah,
had
it's
the
a shame.
Wilbury.
Believe me, don't I know it? When we're doing those shows, talk more talk. It's like
It's
we
tough.
say behind the scenes. We should do a John show. Okay, what do you want to do? It's like, there's not a hell of a lot of stuff. The music or
Take 14, a working class hero. I mean, you know.
See,
You don't
John just looked thin. That was his problem.
yeah, but the thing is too. Yeah, it is the macrobiotic diet. He didn't eat sugar. And stuff. He was definitely receding, and his hair was getting thinner. I looked like he could comb it. He could fix it so it looked good.
Yeah.
But
don't get too comfortable, Paulina.
he's only 40, mind. 40. So.
I think you guys should discuss Menlove Avenue on Talk More Talk.
I think they did a Menlove. I know they did a Menlove Avenue show, but that was before I joined.
Okay, because
but I don't know if
that's
they're
an
going
album that nobody talks about. It's never gotten a re-release. That
I like Menlove Avenue.
Talk about a nice record to come out on Record Store Day. Redo Menlove Avenue.
Yeah, I liked we got the Be My Baby and whatever the other one was. There was 2 songs. Angel Baby from Rock and Roll Music. So I'm glad it came out.
There was 3. It was Since My Baby Left Me too.
My Baby Left Me.
And I added them to my cassette of that when I had a cassette player back in the day, just so I'd have them on the same album. But
and you've got Rock and Roll People, and here I go again.
Yeah, I think Rock and Roll People is like one of the closest. Here we go again in Rock and Roll People. Those are 2 like the closest thing to like new John songs. Say, right?
No, it was a great album. I like the weird colors and stuff on the cover. And
yeah, it's good album.
Yeah, that was one of the last things Andy Warhol did.
Okay. But yeah, where's that? Why don't you just put that out for kicks? I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's a good Record Store Day.
That'd be cool.
I was listening to the Fab Forum on Wednesday night. His name was Mark something. He's a trumpet player or something. I forget what his last name was, but he was telling a story to the boys about where he went to Dakota to see Yoko, and he saw the bloody glasses of John, and Yoko said, "That's all I have left of him." I was crying when I heard that. I was like, "Oh my God, that just hit me." Sorry, I'm getting emotional, guys, but
yeah, I didn't know what was going on. I was a little worried.
That just moved me so much. I was like, "Oh my God, that's all I have left of him." When she said that to him, I was like bawling.
Well,
don't worry, I'm okay. Like, John's my favorite Beatle, so I get a little emotional when I talk about it.
Yeah, I made it a little funnier.
Okay.
That's okay, Joe. I love you. I know you're just trying to make me laugh.
Yeah. Make me laugh.
Yeah, but that was I never knew that. But wouldn't they keep the glasses as evidence or something at the time? How did she manage to get the glasses? And the blood was still on them, he said.
Oh yeah, it's on the cover of Season of Glass.
Wow. Yeah, it's on the cover of Season of Glass. I mean, they weren't really evidence. I mean,
well, it was obvious. I mean,
the guy shot John Lennon 5 times and then just stood there and waited for
surrendered.
The police to come. You don't need a whole lot of evidence.
I guess not, but
I
wish I could remember the guy's last name. Oh, it's gonna bug me. But he's played with a lot of bands. He's played with Ringo. He's played with a lot of people. Oh, here we go. The same question every week.
$5 question.
What, this question?
Yep.
Yes.
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 Just don't
West Virginia, there is a Santa Claus.
Too close to docks. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, John was still wearing them, but they fell. I think they fell off when he got shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Doc, what's for Din Dins tonight?
What's for Din Dins? I made tofu stir fry this
You're
morning.
making me think of pizza now. Thanks a lot.
Oh, you want pizza?
Well,
I had some egg rolls
today
earlier.
I was fell off the wagon anyway, so today's shot. So tomorrow.
I haven't eaten since breakfast.
Richard's not back for another video.
Oh, Richard's here.
I could
So you
make.
treated yourself today, Joe.
A little bit. I've been going crazy. Not abstaining from so much shit.
I can make you some barbecue tofu that tastes like chicken wings.
Chicken's one of the few things I've left.
Not everything tastes like chicken.
Well, I tasted tofu once. I didn't like it too much.
Well, it wasn't prepared properly. That's all I can tell you.
Well, you'll have to
Tofu
prepare
turkey.
me a tofu meal sometime, Robert.
You see that episode of Everybody Loves Raymond with the tofu Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I saw that a couple weeks ago, and that believe me, that's nothing like that. But anyway.
Now I feel like we're on the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
Yeehaw!
The funny thing is, I can eat an entire roasted pig, or I can eat an entire roasted tofu. It doesn't matter. If you learn to make food good, it all tastes good.
Yeah, I guess so.
He had his bad days too. I mean, people think I'm always praising John. He has bad days. I know a couple of stories where he refused people I know autographs, but I got tons of photos. This on Facebook. There's certain pages, and I look at, and they have so many candid snapshots of him signing for so many people. In the 70s and 80.
I thought the best story is where he traded the one-sided butcher cover for a $10 BBC bootleg. That's just amazing. And the guy still had it for years. He finally sold it for like $100,000. And he became friends with John afterwards, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
No, not Star Wars. Oh, Turkish.
Turkish Star Wars.
Put it Arkin.
Did
I
somebody
don't
say
even come up with these movies. Oh.
Turkish Star Wars? What the hell?
What the heck? I don't even like regular Star Wars.
Oh my God, Joe! You don't know what you're missing. I love.
I know what I'm missing. I saw it when it came out.
Well, then what?
I've seen all of them actually, except for a couple of new ones.
What the heck are they doing?
Wait till you see the Japanese Planet of the Apes. You ever see that?
Why are they just like superheroes?
It makes no sense.
That's just the trailer. You can make me small. I don't know. I have the whole movie somewhere, but I just found the trailer.
Wow.
You can make me small.
That's funny.
What's going on?
You okay there, Doc? Doc's losing it.
That's the hardest laugh I ever saw of him doing.
Oh, I need a minute.
Holy crap.
It only lasted 30 seconds and it was hilarious. These animal guys.
It's on YouTube, Doc. You can watch it anytime.
Failed to see the humor.
Just type in Turkish Star Wars. I only found 3. I found Star Wars, Star Trek, and Spider-Man. Those are the 3 that I found.
That's funny. That's only 30 seconds worth. Imagine what the other hour and a half is like. Wow. Oh.
I apologize. I had a text I had to read.
Oh, did you leave? I was too busy on the floor.
No, I did not leave. I was reading this that just came in from my sister. I apologize. Something, somehow someone thought something was related to me, and he's doing a court action about something they did wrong. It has nothing to do with me. Thank God. I get worried sometimes, like, who knows me? I don't know.
You don't want to go to 16th Court or whatever they call it there in downtown Detroit. Oh, is that?
Oh, I've been there 3 or 4 times, and it was a pain in the butt.
It was. It's like stupid. Ah.
They make you go all the way, stay the entire frickin' day, and then you go home, and then they make a call and go again. It's a little easier now than it was back in the day, because now they call you and then determine whether you need to show up or not. Well, back then I had to show up every morning, pay the $18 parking, do all that crap. And then they tell you, sorry, we don't need you, but you still got to stay all day. You know.
Wow.
So
I don't know what you're talking about, Henry.
and the minute they found my wife worked for lawyers, they excused me.
Well, folks, it's getting near that time for me. 7 p.m. here.
Dinner time, lunchtime.
So yeah.
We're missing the Super Bowl.
Oh no.
Believe me, I'm not
no.
going to catch the Super Bowl. Believe me. But anyway, it's good
Me
talking to
either.
everybody as always, and
And I will see
everybody
you on
take
Tuesday,
care.
Joe.
Be well.
Yep.
Keep your chin up. Talk soon.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
You know.
Bye bye.